as well this morning. So we'll continue looking at more and more of that coming in. Now kind of going into the West Bank, Gretna area, heading toward Harvey, Tarrytown area. You're getting in on some of the heaviest rain as well, too, spreading over toward Arabi and Chalmette. Let me go take a look at the West Bank there and kind of give you more of an idea of what we're looking at. You can see some of the heavier downpours coming on into those locations now. So with that in mind, we're going to continue looking at still some very, very heavy rain. Likely some of those streets will start getting some flooding. Watch out for Lapalco, Ames Boulevard, of course, Manhattan Boulevard, Terry Parkway, all the big ones out there, Harvey Boulevard, LA 23 going to Belle Chase, probably taking on a little bit of some water out there as well, too. So with that in mind, we do again have more of that heavy rain going forward here on into the next, say, at least 30 minutes for this continue to move through. Notice it's building on in and kind of expanding a little bit. I don't like to see that because that means it may persist a little bit longer. But eventually it's going to get kicked out of here because we do have that front coming in from the west. So we'll still watch this very closely here. But as we go on into the next 30 minutes, we'll continue looking at more in the way of those heavy rain showers and some thunderstorms coming on in. The street flooding that's out there, if the streets haven't drained yet, they're likely just adding up more water. Now is not the time to come into the CBD or the city area in general. Don't leave home. Try to stay home, and hopefully your car's up high enough not to get any flooding issues out there. But we've had reports from Megan and Duke who are around the city this morning, giving us updates on what's going on. We saw street flooding already in the mid-city area, back over toward Canal, right in the heart of downtown as well, too, in the CBD. And that likely will be kind of persisting out there as the heavy rain continues to fall here over the French Quarter. So I know Sheba and Leslie are trying to get a little more information out here. And Sheba, what more do you have for us right now?
Right now, as you said, we're just seeing flooding everywhere. So we wanted to take a look around the city through some of our traffic cameras. And you can see people are still moving around on the roadways. Of course, we haven't heard of any flooding on the interstates or anything like that, but we are hearing of lots of street flooding. You can take a look here. I'm not exactly sure where this is.
We were just seeing 610 at City Park there, and this is in Metairie. And
yeah, viewers sent this to us.
People, slow down when you're driving down these streets because you can see how high the water are. Some of these cars are parked in the streets, and this would get water in your car and your property and your business. So please just slow down. And Sheba, I did want to mention there is some good news. No outages from Entergy in our area in New Orleans. There are a handful in Jefferson Parish, but that's definitely some good news there.
That is great so far. We're not seeing a ton of wind. We're just seeing this rain coming down. But take a look at this. This is a tree down on Fillmore, and I believe this is right along Bayou St. John, so where Fillmore would run into City Park. I believe that this is where this is. This was posted actually by NOLA City Park. That also makes me believe it's right there. But again, if you're going along Bayou St. John, where Fillmore would run into City Park or the golf course right there, this tree is completely blocking the road on Fillmore.
And we do want to remind you guys that we have an incredible app, and if you go to weather at the very bottom and then scroll to the bottom, there's a thing that says submit here. You can punch it and easily send us a picture or video so we can show it on television and show what your neighborhood is going through in times like this.
And please put a time and a location on there, because we're getting these videos in from you guys, but if we don't know where they are, we can't tell viewers. Take a look at this picture. This is Common Street between Carondelet and Barone, and thank you so much for including the exact location on there. This is the thing, Leslie. We're seeing flooding in Metairie, in Treme, in Gentilly, downtown. This is really widespread in the city this morning.
Yes, some places that don't normally flood as often, and it was just that downpour, continuous downpour. And as Dave mentioned, we're not out of the woods yet. This is Fillmore and Mandeville. Look at the flooding there.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of pictures out of Gentilly. That's our Alexandra Cranford, who's also in the studio with us this morning.
And we're continuing to look at your pictures. Let's see the next one. Fillmore and Mandeville off Elysian Fields. Wow, all the way up to the stoop there.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of pictures from this neighborhood, a lot of flooding in this area this morning, and really high water. We haven't heard of any going into homes in the Gentilly area yet, but there's high water on several streets. This is nearby as well, Fillmore and Mandeville. This is Montpelier Street in Gentilly. It says cars are pushing water up. We are set off of Elysian Fields, a lot of flooding there. That is right off of Elysian Fields. Again, a lot of these pictures, the last 5 we showed you, all coming in from the same area. We're seeing a lot of high water there.
And here's another one from that same area. And we do want to remind you, of course, Dave mentioned underpasses are the most dangerous part when there's flooding. So don't even try to go through underpasses right now. If you don't have to, if it's not an emergency, please just stay where you are right now.
Exactly.
Unless you're moving your car to higher ground.
Yep, we are doing our best to show what is happening around the area. We do have team coverage of this. Our Megan Key and Duke Carter have been following this flooding for a little while now, but you guys can help us with this. Send us your pictures and your videos to 504-529-4444. You can just text them in, but again, please include a location and a time so we know exactly what we're telling people.
Yeah, you can give them to us that way, or our app, as we mentioned, it's very easy. You go to the weather tab, scroll to the bottom, and it says submit here. Now let's go back to Duke, who is still on Canal Street, giving us an update there. It had just started to really pick up again the last time we talked to you, Duke.
Yeah, it picked up a lot to the point to where we had to try to find some shelter. So we're here on the 1600 block of Canal, or Canal and South Robinson, however which way you want to cut it. But the good news is that it started to slack up a little bit on out here. And so we've just been monitoring the roadways just to see what's been happening out here. And you can see for the most part the pumps are catching up, because when we were originally out here for that first rain that came down, you couldn't even get past Canal. But kind of give a point of reference, I don't know if our photographer can get to that green Sentra that's on Canal Street, where we were trying to give a glimpse of how high the water was when we first got here. But the point that I'm trying to make, ladies and gentlemen, is that the water has receded on Canal Street completely, even despite with that second rain that just came through moments ago. At one point when we were out here, you couldn't even see the hubcaps on that green Sentra on Canal Street, but there is no water on Canal Street, at least where we are on Canal and South Robinson, Canal, South Villeray, Canal, LaSalle. The good news is that the water has receded on those streets, and so right now we're just checking to see the water on these side streets on Canal and I believe, what is this, South Robinson. Sir, you just kind of walked. Sir, talk to us real quickly. Have you experienced anything like this before?
Oh, no, sir. I'm from South Mississippi.
South Mississippi.
Yeah, New Orleans always floods a little bit more. A few roads been shut down, cops trying to help out.
Oh, cops were helping down to where?
Yeah, they were just blocking the road off so cars and stuff wouldn't get flooded.
Got it, got it. What did you experience this morning when you walked outside?
Oh, in Mississippi, I live in South Mississippi, and it wasn't raining like this.
Oh, you just got in?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so what was the weather like driving in?
It was sunny in South Mississippi, but it started raining about Slidell on the way down south.
Got it.
And it got bad in New Orleans.
Got it, got it. And what, any accidents on the roads when you came in?
No,
or?
sir, not that I saw.
Got it, got it. Thank you for talking with us. Appreciate it. Again, that's just one of the many people who are just in town this morning, just coming in and visiting our city here in the Big Easy. Again, the good news is that the water here on Canal Street has receded. Again, we're just monitoring those side streets like LaSalle, South Robinson, South Villeray, Claiborne. For the most part, traffic has resumed back to normal because of the fact that you don't see any standing water or any pooling water. We spoke to another person here at this hotel on Canal and South Robinson, and she said, I don't know if our photographer can pan down, but you can kind of see that debris line that was here. She said the water pushed all the way up from Canal Street and almost to the door here in front of this hotel here. So she was kind of nervous because she didn't know whether or not she would be able to leave this hotel to go back home, especially with it being her first trip here in the Big Easy. So good morning. How y'all doing? Are y'all staying here? Y'all been here all morning? So y'all just experienced the weather?
Yeah.
Got it. What was it like?
I've been sitting in the vehicle all day getting COVID tested, so.
Oh, gotcha. Thank you. Appreciate it. Again, just many people just coming into town and just checking out New Orleans, just seeing how everything is here. But again, the good news here is that the water here on Canal Street, the standing water that has receded. It seems like the rain is slacking off just a tad bit up here as well. But just to get back to talk to that lady who was here moments ago, or I should say about an hour or so ago, she said she was very nervous because she was concerned whether or not she'd be able to come back home. You can come around us, sir. You can come around us. But I do have to ask you a question. What was the weather like when you were here?
When
you was here, what was the weather? Did you experience the weather?
Rain.
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 How hard was the rain?
When I first got here, it was pretty intense. But it's lightening it up now.
Got it. Did you see any standing water where you were at, or did you experience any flooding?
On the road.
Got it. Where are you coming from?
Homer.
Got it.
God's country.
You're good. But everything is good as well down in Homer? Everybody's
Yes, sir.
okay?
Yes, sir, so far.
Well, that's good news.
Give me great news.
Appreciate it. Thank you, sir, for talking with us. Again, just many people out here just coming into New Orleans, checking everything out. But again, I just want to reiterate that the water here on Canal Street, South Robinson, water here on Claiborne and Canal, Canal and LaSalle, water at Canal and South Villeray, that water has receded. And so, again, just monitoring the situations was monitoring the side street. So it seems as if though the pumps have caught up. So that is good news there. But I want to send it back inside to the anchors to see what they're getting elsewhere. Ladies?
Yes, that is great news, Duke. The water did go down pretty fast there.
Sure.
As we can see, the rain's still coming down pretty steadily. Can you pan down one of those side streets? Because earlier it was the side street was still kind of flooded, even though Canal was starting to drain properly.
Yes, we can pan to a side street. Hey, Rick Neese, our photographer, can you pan to South Robertson and Canal? Now, again, trying to give you a better idea, you couldn't even pass on Canal and South Robertson, which is pretty much across the street from where we are right now.
Right.
That has been cleared. So the good news is that the pumps are working, because I don't know if you if a photographer can zoom in, but you couldn't even see the sidewalk. That's how high the water levels were. So the water has receded significantly since we've been out here this morning.
Yeah,
Ladies?
The water came up so quickly, but it seems to have gone down just as quickly. Duke, thank you so much. And I do feel bad for the tourists who are in town and think Cristobal is gone, the storm is gone, and now they got rain this morning that flooded the area.
I know, as Dave mentioned, 2020 has been a crazy year and it continues to get crazy. Right now we're looking at I-10 in Clearview, and it looks like traffic's flowing pretty smoothly there, Sheba.
Yeah, definitely just wet on the roads this morning. Again, we haven't heard of any flooding on the interstate, but Dave, we definitely still see that rain coming down. How much longer do we have of this?
It's going to continue here for a little while longer, probably to at least 10 o'clock. You can see here, live look at radar does show that skinny line to our west. That's our front that's going to be moving in. Storms out ahead of it. The heavy rain from the first batch now moving off of St. Bernard Parish, heading toward the Mississippi Sound, toward Biloxi and the Chandeleur Islands. But we still have, again, pretty heavy batch, a second batch of rain coming on. Fortunately, it's starting to break up a little bit. That's some great news here. As we can see from City Park, the Metairie back to Kenner, not near as heavy for you, over toward Wagaman and the West Bank, back toward Terrytown. And you can see that's at least some good news with that. There's still that flash flood warning in effect for Upper Jefferson Parish, Orleans Parish as well, till 10:45 this morning. So the pumps look like, at least where Duke is, are kicking in and draining the water. That's great news, as the rain did break up a little bit, just enough to get maybe those pumps to catch up a little bit before the next batch comes in. So that's at least some good news. They are up and running, at least in that part of town, which is great to see through the heart of the CBD. But still pretty good steady rain from Pontchartrain Beach location there to City Park, back toward Metairie, heading over toward Wagaman, Carrollton, and parts of the downtown, uptown area, getting some pretty heavy rain back over toward Terrytown into the Harvey area. Rain totals, you can see, still 3-4 inches of rain across the city here back to Gentilly area, and you can see back over parts of the lake, over 4 inches there just off the coast, the South Shore here, if you will. Kenner over 2 inches, same for River Ridge, about 1.5 inches. Metairie 1.3 there, according to the Doppler radar. And you can see up toward the Millenburg neighborhood, back toward Gentilly, heading over toward Marconi Drive there, right over toward Lakeview, going to Bucktown. Still Metairie, pretty good steady rain, not as heavy as it once was. Same for the City Park, I-610, you can see right there where that is. There's the split going back down to I-10 toward Mid-City. Still looking at some pretty good rain falling across part of the uptown area from Tulane back over toward Carrollton, Highway 90 area back over toward Chop, heading over to St. Charles, and still pretty heavy downpours coming there, so we could still see some street flooding potential for you. CBD, where Duke is, not too bad down there as well. We do have that little batch of rain, that brief downpour is going to come in. French Quarter here at Channel 4 as well, not seeing near or hearing near as heavy rain falling on the roof, which is good. Same for Bywater toward the Treme area. Heading across the river toward Algiers Point, we're not seeing quite as much rain there either. And stretching back toward Araby and Chalmette, still seeing some of that rain coming on into your location. Going across the West Bank here, we'll take you and show you what we have going on there, as we do have not near as heavy rain coming on in, but you can see though from the Gretna area back over toward Terrytown, still some pretty good downpours through the West Bank Expressway here over toward Destrehan Avenue, Barricades Boulevard, Ames Boulevard, Manhattan Boulevard. Still some pretty good rain coming in, so may see some street flooding issues out there as we go forward here with that little batch of heavy rain coming on in. Fortunately, it looks like that's the back edge of the heavier rain. There's some lighter rain to our west, and that's tied in with the front. There's some light rain from Covington and Mandeville for you guys on the North Shore here, heading back to Lacombe and Slidell. Nothing too significant. There you see from Franklin area toward Hammond, our front coming on into the area there, spreading some lighter rain showers there. And then behind the front, notice that I put the wind streams on, more of a northwesterly wind. That's that drier, less humid air replacing the very warm, humid, southerly winds in place. When you have dew points in the upper 70s, and we are looking at also near 80-degree dew points. That says the atmosphere and the air is so moist, we're continuing to look at some pretty rough weather out there. So that's what we do have here with that front coming on into the region, starting to spread some pretty good downpours across much of the metro area right now. But fortunately, it looks like the back edge of it is coming on closer to us. You can see here right now, though, the rain not near as heavy as it once was, but we still have that flash flood warning for another hour until 10:45 this morning. So with those streets that were flooded out there, we're still looking at pretty impressive rainfall totals that coming on in. We did get it there, just over 2 inches of rain at the airport in Kenner, probably more since the second batch came in after 9 o'clock when the numbers came in. Over 3 inches of rain fell in the city, probably closer to 3 to 5 inches, and most of that first 3 fell in within 1 hour. So the pumps can only handle about 1.5 inches of rain an hour. We doubled that, so that's why we did have the flooding issues out there this morning. And we'll continue looking at that rain spreading on through with that flash flood warning again until 10:45 this morning. Things are looking better for you over toward Laplace, Norco area, heading back over toward Luling, Boutique. Things are looking much better out that way. Heading over toward Houma too. Haven't said much about you because not much is going on, just some showers, and you can handle all that. It's the city that's dealing with all the flooding issues this morning, and we'll continue looking at some of that building its way through parts of the area. But now the rain, don't see those dark reds anymore, some yellows and oranges, and that kind of puts it here kind of the middle point of the scale versus the top end of the rain scale. So that just means the rain's not going to be as heavy. It's kind of a steadier, moderate rain, but not as heavy as it was earlier today. When I saw that rain coming on in and then it started back building, I knew we were going to have street flooding issues. We talked about that between 7 and 8 o'clock this morning on our morning show. Now here, kind of continuing our coverage here through 9:46 this morning, still dealing with, again, some pretty heavy rain through parts of the city, but not near as heavy as it once was. So that's at least good news. Hopefully gives the pumps that chance to kind of catch up to what we have. But 3-4 inches of rain easily across much of the metro area, and you can see still some steadier rain up there near Lakefront Airport right now. Heading back toward Gentilly, not too bad over to I-10, 610, all the way through parts of Lakeview and into the Metairie area. Still a kind of a steadier rain coming on down, which is good news. And again, through the downtown area, still pretty good downpours coming on in from the West Bank Expressway here, Business 90 area going on in toward the uptown area. But the CBD and French Quarter still dealing with some rain. Again, not as heavy as it once was. Let's take a live look right now over in Gentilly area toward the St. Bernard area. As you can see what we have going on out there, we're going to continue looking at that, kind of see what's going on in Gentilly. We did have some good street flooding up there a little bit earlier on, so we'll see how that is kind of faring now that the rain is starting to taper off just a little bit out there. So that's at least some good news. And we're still even toward the Bywater area in the quarter, still seeing at the end the radar showing not near as heavy rain. Still that kind of a bullseye, if you will. It's kind of right over part of the uptown area, heading back over towards St. Charles, Magazine, Chapatoulas, going right toward the downtown area right along the expressway there. We're still looking at that, but as you look at over toward Carrollton, we can see things are there. Here's a live look over. This is Gentilly. This is some of the worst of the street flooding we've seen so far here. What street was this again? Guys, if you can just go ahead and tell me that again. What was that again, Leslie? Okay, Alita and Pressburg area. It's like there's a fire hydrant, just to give you an idea how deep that is. There's a mailbox there in the distance. Very, very heavy rain, and this has not lightened up at all. So this flooding is some of the worst we've seen so far this morning as it continues to kind of come down pretty steadily there. That one mailbox in the distance, almost you can see to the getting close to the top of the mailbox. That tells you just how deep it is. You know, typical mailboxes sit up a couple feet. So when half of it or 2/3 of it are missing, that's some deep water. That fire hydrant, you can see most of that, half of that fire hydrant is currently gone, just underneath the water there. So pretty heavy rain continue to come in. I'd say this is more than knee-deep rain. Looks like it's coming close to some of those houses, but may not necessarily get into them just based off of seeing the cars in the driveway there, but getting pretty close. At least that house there, pretty close to trying to get into the houses at that point. Across the way, there's cars. You can see the back end tire there. Again, the water up to about the bottom of the car. So obviously those driveways kind of go up a little bit. Most of these homes seem to be a little bit elevated, which is good news. Look at this street. You can see, look at all that all the way down, how deep some of that water is. And thank goodness that's an SUV park there. Otherwise, it probably likely have some water in it this morning. But still a very steady, heavy rain continuing to fall down across this part of Gentilly this morning. And that's obviously flooding all these roadways. Fortunately, it looks like most of the homes here, well, not all of them, but are sitting elevated just a little bit as well, too. So we're still watching that really closely. Now let's go out to Mid-City, and we have our own Megan Key out there this morning. And Megan was into some pretty deep flood water there earlier in the Mid-City area. As we take a live look there, still here in Gentilly, but we'll go to Mid-City in a moment. You can see just how deep some of that water is this morning. And that's all thanks to most of that rain coming in a really short period of time. Megan, you look like you're a drowned rat out there, unfortunately. But how's the roads looking now? Looks a little bit better than it did earlier.
Yeah, we're getting soaked this morning, but it is starting to recede a little bit, this water that we're seeing. As a matter of fact, there's a storm drain located right next to me, and you'll actually notice some of that water is draining a bit. It's draining slowly, but it does appear to be going down a bit because I do believe this area was flooded a little bit farther out into the road about an hour ago. So we have started to see a little recession of the flood waters that we saw this morning. You'll notice there's a couple of cars on the neutral ground over there. I spoke with construction workers who say they were working in this area and all of a sudden realized that their cars were taking on water and quickly moved their cars to the neutral ground. Now, I do want to bring up St. Mark's Fourth Baptist Church that we talked a little bit about an hour ago. And we were trying to see if the church took on any water. Now, it does appear that the church may have taken on a little bit of water, but it does appear that they were ready for Cristobal. So they do have the sandbags out here just by the gate of the church, kind of keeping some of that water out. And actually, when you take a closer look, it doesn't appear that there's too much water flowing in there from what we're seeing right now. But I'm sure those sandbags helped quite a bit. Now we're going to take a little walk through this water to give you a better idea of what we're looking at, this street flooding that we're seeing here on South Galvez and Perdido Street here in Mid-City. Now, we have noticed a lot of cars moving through this area, and we want to remind people, you know, that's not the best idea. If you do see a flooded street, it's best to turn around. And it's also not good for nearby businesses because especially if you're moving through this area fast, it can push water into nearby businesses. Now, we have seen a couple of people speeding through this area, so that's definitely something you don't want to do. Another one of the catch basins we're seeing right now with some of that water draining. This one seems to be draining a little bit better than what we saw over closer near the church. But yeah, it's actually, it is taking in that water pretty quickly. We are seeing a little bit of a sprinkle right now. About 30 minutes ago, it was raining heavy, and we're seeing some more of those sandbags over here. It appears this side of the church isn't getting too much flooding. It doesn't appear it's getting any flooding at all. Seeing a little bit of debris in there from the storm, I'm sure, but not taking on any water from this side, so it appears. And if you do take a look down this street, you will notice this water and how deep it is. I'm going to take a step into it just to see. It doesn't even come up halfway to my rain boots. So this water has gone down quite a bit because we have seen cars flooded out on the sides, and definitely that water was much higher, almost to the top of my rain boots less than an hour ago. So we are starting to see some of that water drain here in Mid-City. Now we do know that Canal Street, parts of the French Quarter, parts of Gentilly, all over our metro area really, we have been seeing some flooding this morning from these heavy storms that we only saw raining, you know, so strong for only a couple of hours, and that just shows the impact that it has here in New Orleans. So, you know, just if you are heading out, be safe, be careful, avoid flooded streets, and drive slowly. I'm going to toss it back to the anchors in the studio.
All right, Megan, thank you so much for that. We're going to head back out to Duke, who is underneath the Claiborne Bridge. He's moved a little bit for us, and he's going to give us an update there. It looks like under the bridge is clear, but there's still, wow, look at all that flooding, Duke. Okay, and actually our photographer has moved around. She's moved here, and so we're still waiting on Duke to get from Canal Street, where he was prior, Sheba.
Sure.
Out here, and you can see it looks like one of those streets is blocked off. I'm not sure if there's prior construction or if they just put this up now because it's very flooded there.
Yeah, they were, it looks like they're at Orleans, but I'm not sure yet. They're on Claiborne now. Earlier they were near Canal, not far from Claiborne, and we saw some really high water there. Looked like it was about to go into some cars there, but actually that water receded just as fast as it went down. And I believe I'm hearing this is Basin in Orleans.
Yes, that's correct. And Sheba, this is an area that's it's prone to flooding.
In recent years, that's the crazy thing. I don't think that before Katrina that this was an area that always took on water. But yeah, recently we've been seeing, since of course the city had some issues with pumping and drainage, and we haven't heard anything from the Sewage and Water Board this morning to know if all pumps are at working capacity this morning. So hopefully at some point we can get some information from them. But you see that water's just at a standstill here.
Yeah, and people are still trying to pass through it. Once again, please, if you have to be on the road, please drive as slow as possible so you're not pushing this water into businesses, because as you can see how flooded it is there, it looks like that would be very easy to do, Sheba.
Sure, you know that we would usually be off air by now. We're staying on because we're seeing so much flooding across the area. We've seen flooding in Metairie, we've seen flooding in Treme, near City Park. We saw a tree that was down actually across a roadway, so there are some dangerous conditions out there. You should definitely stay home if you don't have to head out, because this is really all over the city right now, and we appreciate you guys sending in videos and pictures so we can get a sense of this. This is the underpass, I believe, right near City Park on Harrison. Yeah, this, of course, typically floods, but there does appear to be a car stalled in that water. That water gets really deep, Leslie. It goes, you know, really, really quickly. All right, we have heard that no one is in that car, which is a good thing.
Thank God.
You know, you got to avoid the underpasses, though. They are quick to flood.
And as you can see the marker there, they purposely put those there so you know this isn't just a little water. Don't even try it. Turn around, don't drown. So luckily that person did make it out of the car, but I mean, surely the car is full of water.
Yeah, and we haven't checked on the other underpasses, but of course we see this a lot when it starts flooding. We know that one on Paris Avenue floods a lot. Again, this is the one on Harrison, and then we're always checking on the one on Carrollton as well. And every time we see flooding in these areas, we see cars try to come through, and it's always the same result, guys.
I know, they always seem to think, oh, I can just get through, turn around, find an alternate route, go home, get your car parked on the neutral ground, somewhere on high ground, so you don't have those costly bills. But first of all, number one is safety. And Sheba, my eyes as I get old are starting to go, but that marker, I think that's at least 4 or 5 feet.
Okay, I couldn't see that either. I don't know how deep the water is, but you guys know those underpasses can get really deep. We don't have this video up yet, but we want to tell you there are dangerous conditions out there this morning. Our David Hammer was actually assisting someone who was stuck in their car. They apparently, I guess, drove through floodwaters and didn't realize how high they were.
That's right, and they actually were able to move to the trunk of the SUV that they were in, and it looks like he brought up a kayak and assisted getting the woman out. So we'll get those pictures up for you. David Hammer does it again. He's such an incredible investigative reporter. He beat COVID-19, and now he's out there saving lives.
Always saving the day, and you know he stays on top of the Sewage and Water Board with our Down the Drains investigative series. So I'm sure that as soon as he can, he'll get us some information on the pumps and the Sewage and Water Board situation this morning. But again, this is about safety. If you're heading out and you're thinking, oh, I can go this way because I go all the time, it's a couple of blocks, you know, the streets change really fast here. We saw earlier, Duke was showing us one side of Canal Street, there was almost water in cars. The other side was just fine.
I know, it's completely widespread this morning. Yeah, that's how it goes. You know, we could get a lot of rain, but if it's over a span of a lot of hours, we see absolutely nothing. But then if it just has these downpours where it's a lot of rain for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 2 hours, like we've seen sporadically all around the city this morning, it's really dangerous out there. And we mentioned it is widespread. There is some flooding in Lakeview. We're trying to get a shot over there. But we're also trying to get in touch with David Hammer. So, and as I said, that looks like it's about 3 feet there, Sheba. Now we can see the marker a little bit closer.
Yeah, that does appear to be 3 feet. And our Peyton Malone is actually tweeting about this right now, saying that a car drove into high water on Canal Boulevard. It looks like people are out of the vehicle. So again, if you're just joining us, we don't believe that anyone is in that vehicle. Hopefully they got to safety. But those underpasses, always a difficult area like this.
All right, and we are going to go to Lakeview now, to Harrison and Argonne, where Danny Monteverdi is standing by live. Danny, what's the situation there?
Hey, we are out here at Lakeview. I hope you can hear me okay. I apologize if not. We don't have our typical gear because we couldn't get to the station this morning to get it. But we're at Harrison and Argonne. Here in Lakeview, it's a little bit of a different story. From what it seems so far from where we've been able to go, you've seen a lot of videos and pictures from around the city this morning where streets are flooded. Water is going into cars. Here in Lakeview, if there's any neighborhood that's breathing a sigh of relief right now, it probably is Lakeview. Again, this is Harrison and Argonne. We'll take a look real quick down the street. You can see there are some parts of the streets here. This is Argonne going toward Lake Pontchartrain, where there is about 2 blocks where there's some water. There's actually an SUV over there where the water is near its doors. But if we flip the camera around and look at the other side of Argonne, you can see it's essentially dry. Now, back in August of 2017, when they had the massive flooding across the city, Harrison Avenue, where we are, this whole business stretch of Harrison, was under several feet of water. The good news this morning for Lakeview in particular is that right now it doesn't appear to be that case. And again, what we've seen this morning in the short time we've been able to get out and about and drive around to see what you kind of just saw. It's a mixture of some streets taking on water, other streets that are dry, and there is a regular pooling of water in some spots. I'll tell you, in front of my house, it was flooding. Excuse me. That's an issue with a catch basin. That's one of the realities we deal with in the city too, as we very well know, is that just some of the drainage infrastructure, catch basins, laterals, drain lines don't all always work. There's a big backlog of problems that have to be fixed. And so that is what contributes to some of the flooding we see on days like today. But again, here in Lakeview, for this neighborhood, neighbors obviously breathing a sigh of relief so far that there hasn't been, what we've seen at least, any widespread flooding in Lakeview. In terms of the weather, it's a light drizzle right now, and in fact, we got some blue sky coming up over us at the moment. Just about 10-15 minutes ago, though, it was a heavy rain that we were standing in. So, you know, hopefully for this neighborhood and the rest of the city, hopefully the rain kind of slacks up as soon as possible. But that is the latest. Live in Lakeview, Danny Monteverdi, Eyewitness News.
Danny, you're in one of the spots, thankfully, that does not have a ton of water, even though we're seeing water all across the area this morning. All right, we want to get over to our David Hammer now. As we said, we got in some pictures earlier this morning of him actually having to help someone out of the water. David, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you, Sheba. How are you doing?
Good. We're going to try to get those pictures on the screen so viewers can see, but please tell us what happened and where.
Well, this is at the Canal Boulevard underpass where the train tracks go over Canal Boulevard. People in the Lakeview area know it well, and we just heard from Danny Monteverdi saying that it's pretty decent over there where he is, not too far away from where I am.
Yeah, let me tell you, we do have that on the screen, so that is the underpass.
Yes, the underpass, just below where the 610 crosses Canal Boulevard, there's train tracks and there's an underpass. And I was coming out there to take a look because it was flooding, and the pumps that are designated to pump out the water from the underpass were actually overflowing, going backwards. I got some video of that, trying to get that into you guys. And then a lady from Kenner, who understandably embarrassed and did not want to provide her name, drove right into it, and it's 3 feet deep there where her car stalled out.
Wow.
And I'm looking at her, and the first thing I did was call 911 to let them know that she's stranded there, and then the next thing I did was handed my phone to somebody and jumped in the water.
Oh, wow. That's amazing that you did that.
And we're seeing the pictures right now. It looks like you assisted her. Well, she was able to get to the trunk of the car, which was helpful because it looks like you can't get the doors open. But you were able to get a kayak? Where did you get that?
Well, there's a woman here, actually. I haven't had a chance to talk to her yet. I mean, I just got inside to try to dry off a little bit and call into you guys. So I don't have her name yet, but she's in the area here. Actually, she's walking towards me right now. And I'll try to get her information, but she said, "You want me to get my boat?" And we said, "Yeah, that would be good." So she got her boat, and she's waving to me now, and she brought it out and kind of pushed it out to me. I was out there trying to talk to the lady, could hardly hear her couldn't hear her at all, actually, through the windows, could not activate the automatic windows, could not activate the locks on the doors, so we could not open the door.
Wow.
She was really trapped in there, but luckily the back gate was not flooded yet. The water was, at that point, was just up to the bumper, so I was able to open that back gate, and she was able to climb over the seats. She's now drying off at City Park Physical Therapy here at the plaza where there's a PJ's Coffee that people might know there on Canal Boulevard.
Wow.
And she's getting dried off, and there appears to be a truck here trying to figure out if they can get to the car to take it out. There's a city bus that's stopped here at the corner and can't continue its route, obviously.
Right.
And again, those underpass pumps are pumping backwards. They are either not pumping and are overflowing, or they are pumping backwards because the water is gushing out and back onto the roadway.
Yeah, and David, what did this woman say to you? I'm sure she was so grateful.
She was very thankful. I asked her if she would mind talking to me, but she was very embarrassed. She said she was from Kenner, but that she is familiar with this area. She just said her mind was on other things and she didn't notice the flashing lights. Those lights weren't there up until a few years ago that would warn people that there's flooding under the underpass, but she just didn't see it. And as she was coming into the water, I got the whole thing on video and try to get that up to you guys soon. She drove into it and just realized too late, and then was trying to almost like will the car forward because it had cut out, and she was like bucking in her seat trying to get it to go forward. And I just felt so terrible for her, and
yeah, that must
just
have been
wanted
so
to figure
scary.
out the best way to get her out of there because I knew she was going to be trapped in there for a while.
Wow, we're so thankful you were there. We were actually taking that shot before we got to you. We'd seen the pictures. We didn't realize that was the same situation, but we were talking about the stalled out car in 3 feet of water, and we were thankful that no one was in there. So, gosh, David, thank you so much for saving that lady.
A real life hero today. Thank you, David Hammer. That's very, very, very sweet of you. And the thing is, this is a live look at the current situation now, guys. So as you see, the woman is out safely, but that car is still stalled under the underpass.
And next we're gonna, I'm sorry, Sheba.
Go ahead.
We're gonna go back over to Duke, who is underneath the Claiborne Bridge at Basin in Orleans with more, and you hear the sirens. Duke, what's going on there?
Hey, well, we just saw city employees for the city of New Orleans just come and start putting barricades up at the Orleans and Claiborne exit, where we know that pretty much when there's a heavy downpour, this is one of the areas that would normally flood. And as you can see right now, the streets are barricaded off to make sure that any vehicles cannot come through. And so there is still standing water here in this vicinity. Kind of want to do a walk and talk with you to see just how deep the water really is. It is really, really, really deep, about almost to my knees deep. In this vicinity, so any cars that are really low to the ground, you might want to avoid this area as best. But take a look over here off of Claiborne and St. Peter, and just one more block down, you can just see crews are still trying to put up barricades to prevent vehicles from driving through because of how high the water is. You can see, look to your left, if our photographer can turn the camera to her left, you can see just how high the water level is here at Orleans and Claiborne. Look at the water line over here at some of the businesses here, which is why some of those businesses are elevated to prevent the water from getting inside. But unfortunately, I think it might be a little bit different case for what we've seen over here. Looks like as if though the water is right at this footstep of this facility, this building, this structure here. So as we walk our way down Claiborne, you can clearly see just how high the water is, and we are just slowly making our way down. But you can see, again, city workers putting up barricades to prevent people from driving through. And so that's the case over here at Claiborne and St. Peter. Kind of want to give you a glimpse of how high the water level is. One street over from Orleans. Again, one part clear, but this side over here, where you can see this gray SUV, that's how high the water level is. He has to drive super slow just to get through. You can see this entire street next to that Orleans Avenue exit. If you're coming from I-10, you can see just how high the water level is. That's how much rain has fallen within an hour or two, around 8 o'clock this morning. And so again, just to make sure people are safe, you have crews out here putting up barricades, making sure people find alternate routes. We've actually tried to talk to a driver who was very upset, yelling about tax dollars, not happy about the fact that, again, every time there's a heavy downpour, that there is flooding here in the city of New Orleans. And so we're just going to try to check in with some folks over here just to see what they're experiencing. But as you can see right now, the water is really high here at St. Peter, North Claiborne, at Claiborne and Orleans. Well, of course, we've seen this time and time again, but we see a lot of city crews out here working super hard and trying to put up barricades to make sure that cars do not stall with this flooding water here in the area. Ladies?
Yeah, and Duke, I know you came from Canal, so you didn't pass the Circle Food Store, but of course you're not far from there. It's just a few blocks away, and that is taken on water. Of course, was just redone. Can you see if, as far as you can look down Claiborne in that direction, if the water's just as high?
Yeah, down yonder. If you people are familiar with this area, if you're talking about from Claiborne to Orleans,
Yes.
Claiborne to that area, I want to say Kelleret, closer towards the on-ramp, getting back onto I-10, you can pretty much see that the water is still high going towards Circle Food Store. So you're absolutely correct, Sheba. Yeah, the water is still high. Folks, drivers are trying to take their time, get to their destinations. But as you get past that on-ramp, getting back onto I-10, you can clearly see that there is still standing water, flood waters here in the Treme area. Ladies?
All right, Duke, thank you so much for that update. And as you can see, it's not raining on him anymore. Let's get over to Alexandra Cranford, who joins us now with more on, it looks like it's maybe starting to taper off.
Yes, it is, Leslie. Such a good thing to finally see some of that coming to an end on radar, which I'll show you in a second. But I also wanted to show you, we have these cool kind of a network of these different sites around town. So I was actually just thumbing through them and showing these kind of numbers is really something. So Brother Martin, of course, in Gentilly, almost 5 inches of rain this morning. And again, that's not an estimate, that's an actual recorded amount at our site there. Jesuit picked up more than 2.5, parts of Algiers about 2.5 too, Chalmette more than 2, and over at Metairie, of course, where things have not been as flooded, only about 1.5 or so inches. Here are some other rain totals, and these are actual, recorded amounts. Belchase more than 1 inch, and in the New Orleans metro area, downtown has picked up almost 3.5 inches of rain. And the Lakefront Airport, same story, and the airport over in Kenner, nearly 3 inches. And of course, as you know, it came down so fast. That was the thing in the 8 o'clock hour, especially, and just before then, we started to feel you probably heard it in your house, or if you were out driving, you know what happened. It came down so fast. Here's another thing that I wanted to show you. This is from streetwise.nola.gov, just showing how widespread the flooding is. And of course, we've had reporters all over the place giving us a really good look at what exactly is happening. But just kind of to get the overview, all of these blue dots are indicating street flooding reports. So really widespread, especially kind of for the eastern half of the city and over into parts of New Orleans East too. And so we are finally coming to an end with the rain, though. So this is really a welcome sight, I'm sure, for a lot of people who are saying, when can I get out? It's going to take a while, of course. Everything has to kind of gently recede as we head into the next few hours. Still a flash flood warning in effect, not because the rain is still coming down, but of course because we still have flooding from those heavy rains that we already got. And again, such a quick downpour with so much moisture in place. If you are south of the city, you are now getting some of these heavy downpours. If you're in parts of St. Bernard, Plaquemines Parish, around Jean Lafitte, getting some downpours. But again, this is the area, as Dave has pointed out, that of course we're dealing with all of the issues this morning. So that's why we're really focusing on this. Flash flood warning, again, goes until roughly another half hour or so, officially until 10:45. And we'll see what happens after that. Hopefully, as our reporters have been showing us, it does seem to be falling and easing in some spots, but it's going to be slow. And it's going to take a little while. As for rain over the city, the greens are indicating really light stuff. These are just sprinkles, kind of like you saw Duke and Megan and other people showing you, just very, very light sprinkle sort of activity. So thankfully, we're not looking for more heavy rain. Really, again, that's going on farther to the south and especially kind of approaching parts of Plaquemines Parish and actually in many kind of marsh areas. Over at Homa, there is some rain still, and over to the west of the city, just light stuff right now. And if you're wondering about that next little band, this is not very heavy. So when this moves in, it'll just be a sprinkling over the New Orleans area, maybe in the 10 o'clock hour. North of the lake, that has not been really the big focus either, although there has been heavy rain. But look at this. I wanted to show you. Here is kind of the remnants of Cristobal, and look at this moisture streaming up all across the United States, kind of the eastern part. And then we have this front kind of moving through as we speak. And that's what we're expecting later on today to finally kind of dry us out. So it is going to be happening this afternoon. We will not be seeing this kind of heavy rain threat. This is all kind of wrapping up as we speak as far as the actual rain coming down. But our atmosphere was just laden with so much moisture. Yesterday, you walked out, it was just almost like a blanket of humidity that you were walking into. Our dew point was at 80 this morning, in the upper 70s for dew point temperatures, and that's at the surface. Then farther up in the atmosphere, there's just a lot of moisture right now. from these southerly winds pumped in across our area, kind of feeding into that low pressure far to our north. This is our forecast by 1 p.m. This model probably going heavy because we're seeing some of the heaviest stuff already kind of passing to the south and southeast of the city. This is potentially 3 p.m. and you can see we'll be finished with the rain by then as that front moves through. And this is a somewhat significant front. It is going to bring drier air. We will certainly, I think, feel a difference. It's not going to feel like October or anything like that, but it is going to really dry us out. Probably by about lunchtime, already happening though, as we've said, so still a chance. And what you're seeing here is mainly just for kind of lighter rain. And then as we get into the afternoon, we will be pretty much finished up with this, moving through the rest of this Wednesday. Then tomorrow, our temperatures will be hot. In fact, we may see temperatures this afternoon rebound into the low 90s. So as people kind of get out, unfortunately, for some of these buildings that have taken on water, kind of getting out in the cleanup process, it's going to be warm as we get into the afternoon. So again, drying out right now. Thankfully, the rain, the heaviest rain coming to an end. Really, the front moves through midday and we will be seeing things improve. But again, really something to see that nearly 5-inch mark at Brother Martin for our actual recorded rain totals today.
Unbelievable how much rain we've seen in such a short amount of time. Thanks, Alexandra.
And now we're going to go back to your pictures. We want to remind you, we want to know what's happening in your neighborhoods during times like this. So you can tweet us, you can Facebook us, and we do have an app and it's so easy. You open the app. The very bottom, there's a tab that you click weather and you scroll all the way to the bottom and it says submit here. You could submit a picture or a video that way, and it asks you a couple questions, just where it is, so we can talk more about it and show it on air and let your neighbors know what's going on. So this is actually Congressman Drew, Sheba.
Yeah, this is in the Gentilly Woods area, and again, we're getting pictures from all over Gentilly flooded this morning. Other neighborhoods as well, but we're getting a lot of pictures in from Gentilly. High water there.
And this is, we just talked to David Hammer on the phone. He was able to assist this lady from Kenner. She said she had a lot on her mind. She didn't really notice the flashing lights, and she did go under that underpass. And that's when she realized too late that her car just couldn't make it. So it stalled. She was able to climb to the back of the SUV. And luckily, David, actually, there was a neighbor nearby who lent him her kayak. So he was able to assist getting her out. So we really appreciate that. And David was actually there investigating, you know, our Down the Drain series. So he was getting footage of that, which we're going to hear about later throughout the day as he continues to investigate.
He did mention the pumps in that area were overflowing. The good thing is that woman is safe and she is drying off now. This is our Paul Murphy who found this tree across Fillmore Avenue right by City Park. So if you're along Bayou St. John, he says that a crew is clearing the fallen limbs that are blocking the road, so they're working on that right now. But look at that. This is unbelievable that this comes days after we were watching a tropical storm for our area.
I know, that is crazy. And Sheba, we actually did show this tree earlier, and I cannot believe that they've removed it so quickly.
Yeah, they're getting it out of the way. But there are dangerous conditions out there, guys.
And this is the same car. It's so funny. Our people are at the same place and don't even know it. This is Peyton Malone took that picture. That is, I believe, the car that David Hammer
that's the same location right on Canal Boulevard under that underpass.
Yeah, so definitely thankful that the lady was able to make it out of there.
All right, and this is on Odin and LaFay Street. Again, another image from Gentilly, and we've gotten this from several areas of Gentilly, closer to UNO and the lakefront. We've gotten pictures from the Gentilly Woods area and closer to Marabou and Fillmore. So, yeah, a lot of flooding across the area, Gentilly, Treme, and everywhere else.
All right, and we want to go back out to Megan Key, who continues to report in the rainforest this morning, and we'll see if it's still raining out there. Megan?
Yeah, it's still drizzling a bit, Leslie. We're here near Basin in Orleans, here in Treme area, and of course we are still seeing it sprinkling a bit. I do want to show you we're seeing some street flooding here as well. Also seeing some street flooding on the other side of Orleans as well. And I'm joined by Karen Spawn, and she has been biking a mile through this. Karen, talk to me about what that's been like.
So it was okay until I got to Orleans Avenue, and I was having a hard time at Orleans and Gravier. So I ended up going the opposite way, but toward Broad it was still real flooded. So I decided to come this way and take my chances. And it was about 4 inches high to 6 inches high.
How difficult was that for you to actually try to bike through that?
I felt more comfortable on my bike than I would have running my car.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. And so you're headed to work right now. How much farther do you have to go?
About another mile. I'm going to LSU Health Sciences Center.
And did you know about the flooding when you decided to take your bike today?
Yes, actually it was flooded outside of my house, so I waited for the water to recede, and then I was watching WWL traffic radar to see where it was flooded and which way I could go before coming here.
Did you choose to ride your bike instead of drive your car?
Yes, I did. I bicycled for 7 years through rain and cold, and even though I have a car, I said I'd rather not ruin my car with this weather.
So this isn't new to you, biking through flood water?
No, not at all.
New Orleanian?
New Orleans, yes.
Okay.
Born and raised.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Karen. Thank you for talking with us. Good luck.
Okay, thank you.
I want to show you guys another view of what we're seeing right here. Seeing cars kind of speed through the water. Again, what we're saying not to do, because that does push some water into nearby businesses and other places, residences, things like that. Seeing a little bit of flooding here. I do believe it's receded quite a bit since we first started seeing those thunderstorms coming into our area. Oop. Water like that, getting pushed into businesses and things. We're going to take a walk further down, closer to Basin Street, so you guys can get a better look at what we're seeing at this intersection here. Now you will notice there's some cars parked on the neutral ground in this area, this area is flooded. It's essentially flooded. We know this is one of the areas that gets pretty bad flooding whenever we see those rainstorms for a few hours, and we are seeing it here, seeing a lot of cars lined up on the neutral ground here. Actually noticing a car looks like backing up to get out of this flood water, but they just turned. But yeah, we're seeing, I want to say, a couple of inches of water that's still here right now, and it spans a few blocks, as you can see. Spans a few blocks in this area, but this flooding is something we'll continue to watch. So stay with Eyewitness News for the latest. Reporting live in Treme, Megan Key, Eyewitness News.
And Megan, tell us again where you were. It looked like you were at Galvez and Orleans. Where did you say you were?
Well, earlier we were at Galvez and Perdido. Right now we're in Orleans and Base. Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Galvez and Orleans. You're right.
You're right by the Carver Theater, right on the side of you. Right, Megan? Yeah.
Gosh, so there's widespread flooding everywhere. Megan, thank you very much for that report. As you see, cars still trying to get through. This is a reminder, please drive slow so you don't push it into those nearby businesses. And we got the whole gang out there reporting for us. Now let's go to Paul Dudley, live at Orleans and Broad, I believe. Is that where you are, Paul?
Yeah, Leslie, good to hear your voice back in studio again, by the way. Yeah, we're at Orleans and Broad here. I want to give you a look around it just so you can have an idea of how much water has taken over the street here. People making their way down the street. This young lady here has a couple trash bags on her feet, just making whatever will do. Tropical Storm Cristobal made its way through, and folks weren't really expecting too much rain in the region, and then all of a sudden, early this morning, the rain came. I am here with a longtime neighbor, Kelly Jones. And Kelly, you've been here for about 20 years, seen your fair share of floods, although you say it's been really particularly bad over the last 3 to 4 years. Yeah. Take me through what happened early this morning.
Early this morning, the rain started coming down. It rained for about an hour, and then the sewer lid popped off. And so, like I said, I'm like the alarm system here for my neighbors whose cars, so they won't get flooded. So I wait and see, and when I heard that pop of the lid, then I was like, oh yeah, it's time to start moving cars. So I started calling neighbors and getting everybody moved.
You say that's a sign that you know that it is time to wait, alert your neighbors here, tell them that it's time to move the cars up to the neutral ground. Mm-hmm. What is your reaction to just seeing this flooding right now, right in front of your house?
I just hope that some way we can figure out how to fix the sewer system, or I don't know. It's like I saw a vacuum truck come down, and once the vacuum truck came, then everything started to kind of go down some. So that was great. But hopefully, like I said, in the last 3 or 4 years, it's been a lot worse than I've ever seen it. So there's something going on that maybe needs to be, checked and pumped or worked out. Maybe get different drain systems or something.
And we're sitting in probably about maybe 9 inches of water right now, maybe a foot at its highest. But you said it was actually a considerable amount higher before.
Yeah, it was close. It was over 2 feet, definitely about 2.5 feet. feet. So, you know, when the cars drive down the street, we just always ask them to slow down, because not only does it destroy their cars to go faster, pushing the water inside their car and the engine, but it also pushes water into everybody's homes and causes damage. So.
And I understand you're trying to get to a doctor's appointment
Yeah,
now?
we're trying to get to a doctor's appointment. We were trying to wait for the water to go down, but we got to make it through and we parked our cars on Broad on neutral ground, a little higher land over there.
Yeah.
So,
Well, your car is not, how far is it? You got to walk
right
through
there,
that?
the light. Yeah, we got to go through the light, but it's not getting flooded.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, thank you so much for talking with us, Kelly. I really appreciate your time. As Copa shoots a little bit more video here, I'm going to walk over. I'm seeing another neighbor here who's alerting me to. How you doing, sir? It drops off there a bit. How you doing? Good to see you, sir.
Hey, how you doing? I live across the street over here, and I've been living here for 8 years. And I say in the past 3 years or so, it's flooded 5 or 6 times like this. It's really bad. I mean, it destroyed I have a door on my, as the stairs go up to my sort of patio there, and over time it's destroyed that door. I mean, I know it's not a big deal, but
And I'm sorry, what did you say your name was?
I'm David.
And David, take me through when you really started to see this rise up. Some neighbors are saying about 7, but a little bit later, maybe?
That lady you just interviewed, she's wonderful. I was asleep and she rang the bell, and I'm like, who's ringing my bell at this time of the morning? And I heard the rain, but it didn't register. And she said, oh, we're starting to flood, and the rain's coming down and the water's going up. I was parked over here. You know, you can see now if I had remained there, my engine would have been flooded.
Yeah.
So thank God that she did that, and I woke up and desperately moved my car to the neutral ground.
And so, David, you were just watching us on your TV live in our house and saw the interview.
I did.
Yeah. And so, what is your reaction then to seeing this flooding? You've said over the last 3 to 4 years you've seen a lot more of this. What is your reaction? What is your message to the city?
Well, it's really frustrating. I don't know. I mean, if anything more can be done with the pumps, but I know you missed it. See that area right there?
Yeah. That's where the
at the
sewer lift
worst
popped
of it,
out,
it was coming up. It was bubbling up and flowing just like a fountain. I mean, it was unbelievable coming out of the sewer, I guess. But it seems to me they could do more to upgrade the pumps. I realize, you know, it can handle so much water in so much time, and that's always the story they give, and I'm sure it's true, but can they improve it in some kind of way? New pumps, brand new pumps? I mean, I don't know how old the pumps are in the city, but they're probably pretty old.
Yeah. And we're still waiting to hear back from the Sewage and Water Board about what this might be. Kelly was suggesting that maybe that the pumps were a little overwhelmed at some point in the evening, and that there was just too much water. They certainly can handle a lot of water, but there is a limit.
Right.
You know, it also is impacting businesses too. You live a stone's throw away from the Broad Theater, which is probably got 2 feet of water in the parking lot right now.
I feel so bad about the Broad Theater because they're on a slab and there's nothing they can do to avoid the water. And so if it's not one thing, it's another for the Broad Street. It was a pandemic first, you know, and then they're out of business, and then the flooding, and then always something for those people, and I feel so bad for them. And right over here at Orleans Sheet Metal too, you know, they're on the slab, they're on the ground, and they get flooded really bad when the water gets pretty high. So feel bad for them.
Yeah, and we were talking to Kelly earlier, as you saw in our report. She actually has to go to a doctor's appointment. Are you going to be just hunkering down?
Well, I have an appointment, it's funny, at 3:30 with a doctor, and I'm not sure I can keep it because, I mean, he's in Lakeview, and I'm sure it's flooded out there. I've seen on the TV, and certainly I don't know when this is all going to go down to where I could drive out of it. So I'm reluctant, so I'm probably going to have to cancel or reschedule that appointment.
Well, thank you so much, David. I appreciate your time. As we take a walk down Orleans here, you can see that's what Kelly was talking about earlier. That is the manhole cover that actually blasted off in the middle of the night. You see that, David?
Yeah, now it looks like, I don't know what it's doing. I guess it's still spitting up water, but it was really, I mean, like a fountain. Exactly. Oh, wow. It's really acting, you know, it's acting up for the camera. That's kind of funny in a way.
And for those of you who are just joining us, we interviewed a neighbor earlier, Kelly, and she said that this is a sign. She hears these manhole covers from time to time actually blast off at points during storms, and that's how she knows to alert her neighbors to move their cars to the neutral ground. David was just saying that that's how he found out to move his car to the neutral ground. So a lot of activity out here still. We do know that vacuum trucks, we've been told, have been making their way down Orleans Street and trying to move some of this water. Here is a crew of some sort. I can't get a total. It looks like crew of Public Works, if I'm not mistaken. making a way down here. They might be trying to plug up this manhole cover here. We're not 100% sure, but yeah, that is crew of Public Works Department right there identifying this. And the other thing that happens here is when a large truck like this makes their way down the street, the water starts moving in, and luckily some of these homes are raised up a bit, but you know, as Kelly was telling us earlier, it was about 1.5 feet higher at one point here. So still a lot of water on the streets here in Orleans, and definitely a situation we are monitoring as the crew of Public Works tries to really get the water to go down here.
Yeah, Paul, I see that Public Works truck actually had some barricades on the back. We saw over where Duke was, closer to Orleans and Basin. They were actually putting some of those barricades out earlier. And listen, you're not far from the Zulu Social Aid and Pleasure Club. Were you able to pass there? Did you see if they took on any water? Because we know they have in recent floods. They're right around the corner from you.
Well, yeah, so I parked right at the Broad Theater, and really from the Broad Theater all the way down, you've got a good amount of water on the street. If you're walking on the neutral ground, you're certainly okay, but if you get on the street, you're probably dealing with about 6 inches of water, if not more. And again, it was higher at one point.
Wow, Paul, thank you very much for that report, and I'm sure we're going to come right back to you to get more information. But we did just receive a statement from the Sewerage and Water Board, so we want to read that for you. As you know, the New Orleans metro area received an excessive amount of rainfall this morning. We went into this storm with all 99 pumps available and enough power to run our drainage system. Our teams are working to drain the city now. As always, an after-action report will give us the full picture of how our system responded to this storm. We will provide full details when they become available.
Wow, so as much water as we're seeing, again, the Sewage and Water Board saying all 99 pumps available and that power was fine. Again, we will have to see as they process this and go back and look through everything if that exactly was the case.
And you know, our investigative team does a great job keeping them accountable with our drain series, and they will continue to investigate, and we'll have more at noon, 5, 6, and 10. More details. Hopefully this after-action report will shine some clarity on us. But Sheba, it was kind of weird to see that Public Works truck drive by and keep going.
Yeah, they're probably headed, I don't know where they are. Maybe they have an area that specifically needs those barricades right now. But we have team coverage. We have crews throughout the area trying to give you guys a picture of what's going on right now. Let's get back over to our Duke Carter. Duke, where are you now and what are you seeing?
Hey, yeah, we're still on Orleans, and well, now basically we moved about a block or so in just to kind of get a glimpse of how much rain has fallen. And as you can see behind me, this is where we talked to you earlier on Orleans and Claiborne, where the City of New Orleans crews put up those barricades up, and you can just see the water looks like it's maybe starting to recede slightly, not much, slightly, since we've been out here, but kind of give you a glimpse. The water is now currently, at least now, slightly above my ankles here at Orleans and South Robinson. So want to have our photographer pan the camera to her left, my right. You can see just how much water has fallen. As you can see, some of the water has been, some of the tires, cover some of the tires over here, cover some of the brake pads over here, so some of the vehicles over here. And as you can see, you can't even see St. Peter and South Robinson because it is completely underwater. And so we just walked around to check out to see some of the businesses here. If our photographer can pan to her right, look over here, you can see there's over here to your right, Ricknice, you can see that there's a business over here that has actually put up sandbags, probably ahead of Crystal Ball, just to make sure that they were safe. But now you can see that they have, well, made sure that their businesses were safe with those sandbags over here. So, excuse me, sir. Sir, do you live over here? You live over here? In this? You work over here. What have you seen when the rain fell? What time did you start to see the rain start to fall, my man?
I just came in the area about an hour ago, because I was stuck down there on Orleans and I couldn't get through, so I came out the back way on the sideway entrance there. But that's been going on since about 8 o'clock this morning.
8 o'clock this morning.
And then it really started pouring down. As it came in, it really started pouring because I couldn't get out where I was at. I just inch by inch to get to where I'm at now, and I stay in Gentilly, and it's flooded back there.
Yeah, we were hearing about reports that it was flooded in Gentilly. Yeah. So how high was the water, and do you have a small car or an SUV or a truck? So you were able to somewhat get through, barely.
I had to use the outskirts of the streets on the high side.
Wow.
And because I've been here all my life, and I know where the high side at, and I came up off of Lafitte.
Gotcha.
And I came straight on down, and that's the only way you can get to here.
Were you surprised to see how much water, standing water, still here in this area?
Yes, very much surprised, because I hadn't seen this here since 1965. And I I just came back home. I've been in California for 27 years, and this is the first time I've seen it like this since I've been back home.
What goes through your head when you were like, whoa, I gotta pull over, take the high skirts, go on the feet, pretty much find an alternate route to at least stop here? Have you made it? You haven't made it to work yet, but I'm pretty sure your bosses know.
This is my work right here.
Oh, okay.
This is my work right here. I got to snap pictures and see what's going on inside these buildings.
Gotcha.
And they got maybe about 5 or 6 inches of water in 1508 building.
Oh, this apartment complex right
here?
here?
Yeah, they got 6 inches of water in that building over there.
Got it. We'll let you get back to your business, my man. I appreciate you
Thank you
talking with us. Thank you. But there is water inside, unfortunately, this building. The lower building. That lower building right here?
Yeah. It was 1508, but it didn't do me bad. I'm glad. I may have to do some sheetrock cutting up in there.
Got it.
You know, at the lower side of the wall, the base of the wall.
Got it. We appreciate you talking with us. Thank you, my man. Again, one of just many people who are struggling trying to get to their destinations early this morning. Since 8 o'clock?
Since 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
It's 8 o'clock, and I'm gonna be out here a long while, pretty much all day today. And there ain't nothing I can do to pump this water out of here because the drains ain't working properly, and this one ain't working at all. And as you can see, the water ain't running off nowhere around here.
It's just standing.
It's just standing, and it's gonna be like this probably for a while.
Got it. Well, your phone is ringing off, so we're gonna let you get to work, my man. We appreciate you talking to us. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Again, one of just many people who are just trying to get to their destinations, stuck because, of course, the high water from the heavy rainfall. So, again, we're still gonna monitor the situation. It seems as if the water is trying to recede, not by much, but I believe we're supposed to toss it back to the anchors. I'm gonna send it back to you all just to see what's happening elsewhere.
Duke, it actually looks like maybe the sun's coming out where you are.
We got a little bit of an overcast over here. I see a little bit of maybe a shade of blue, but it's definitely overcast out here, but it is humid out here right now. That's why I had to take the rain jacket off because I was getting overheated. So as of right now, we have a little bit of sun, but it's definitely overcast from where in our location. Take a look at this right here. Just see how high the water is. This Toyota 4Runner just had to make its way through like it's nothing. So, yeah, we're just making this way over here down in Treme.
Definitely a day you want a high vehicle. Duke, thank you so much for getting these reports for us so we can see the conditions around. We're actually joined right now by Councilmember Joe Giarrusso, who actually is stepping out of a meeting to speak to us. Joe, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Good morning. How are y'all?
Good morning. It is unbelievable that we made it through a tropical storm here in New Orleans without seeing major flooding like this. This morning, we got some rain that came down quickly, and we've got flooding all over the city.
No, you're exactly right about that. I think everybody was prepared for the storm that was coming through. Sewage and Water Board had a lot of updates about it, making sure their pump stations were planned. Nobody, as far as I'm aware, anticipated a flood event like this. And I think maybe you've all already said this, but at least this morning between about 6:40 and 7:45, Pump Station 2, which services downtown, I got 3 inches over in a little over an hour. In my street, I'm looking at it right now. It was flooded. It was almost impassable. The water is starting to go down. And look, I could hear the interview Duke just had. And of course, people are always going to wonder, are the pumps on? Are they all available? Is the power working the way that it should? And of course, we have, by happenstance, a Public Works meeting scheduled tomorrow. And we expect Sewage and Water Board to be able to answer those questions for us.
No, you just mentioned looking down your street. Where are you right now, and what are you seeing?
So I'm in the 6300 block of Colbert, and I will tell you that at the intersection of Colbert and Bragg, it flooded last Mother's Day. It was flooded again. One of your competitors was out here earlier filming it. They were in waders. It's starting to go down, but you can't pass it by car. You shouldn't pass it by car. One of my friends took his kayak out in Gentilly and sent me a photo that he was with his son in it at that point. So that was near Leon C. Simon and Music Street. I've seen, obviously, Gentilly got a bunch of rain this morning as well. So it seems like there isn't a part of the city that hasn't been affected. And look, I am not here to warrant what happens to the Sewage and Water Board system, and they need to explain what happens and make sure that they can tell the public about the power and the pumps. but we all know that there's just a certain level. If it comes down too hard, too fast, there's only so much the system can handle at any one time. And with that major band and the one right behind it, there was a lot of water dumped in a short period of time.
Sure, it certainly was a lot of water, but you mentioned, of course, that we'll hear from the Sewage and Water Board more on this. We did get a statement from them this morning saying that all 99 pumps were working and they had enough power for everything, but I think there has been so much distrust because of everything
look, and that's the question we always ask. Shiva going into everything, right, is I think we all remember from now, I guess, almost 3 years ago, sort of the equivocal statements that were made about what's going on, and it's not just that 99 are available.
Joe? Joe, can you hear us? All right, guys, I'm sorry. We did lose Councilmember Joe Giarrusso there, but he was telling us, listen, what we've heard before, the city took on a lot of water this morning. Joe, I believe he's actually back with us. No. All right, we're trying to get Joe Giarrusso back. Sorry, guys, we're having some technical difficulties. This is all happening in real time. He actually stepped out of a meeting to speak with us. Let's try.
Joe, can you hear us now?
Yeah, I'm back. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened there. Look, you make the point very well that from 3 years ago, everybody knows they were told the pumps were working, the power was fine, and everybody remains skeptical about that no matter what. And that's why we consistently have the communication, the messaging that we do with Sewage and Water Board to say, look, be proactive like they did during this, tell people what's going on, and then after the event, make sure that you fully notify the public about what's happened, what's going on, where. And look, one of the things we're asking Sewage and Water Board to do eventually is to begin having an online available tool so you can see where the rainfall is, where it's at its worst, and making sure that people can see in real time just how much water has fallen and where it is, and if they can avoid being on the road or turn back around, to be able to do that, and obviously to show how the power and the pumps are reacting given to how much water has fallen.
Right. And what do you want to say to residents right now? Because we just had David Hammer actually had to rescue someone who went into some deep water. A lady who says that she just had her mind on something else under the Canal Boulevard underpass. But we are showing video of people still driving through high water.
Yeah, obviously a few things. Number one is, please don't drive through high water. I saw something on Twitter before I got on the call where you had a fairly large vehicle going fast down a flooded side street. Please don't do that. Look, my own mom texted me earlier, should I go anywhere? No, Mom, please stay home. If you're listening right now for about another 30 or 45 minutes, there's no reason to go anywhere. And look, I think people are right to have a healthy skepticism about what's happening, and that as public officials, it's our job to communicate effectively, to tell people what's going on, and to say, look, this is how much rainwater that fell. These are what the power and the pumps look like. And my hope is by around the lunch hour, early afternoon, everything's receded, the sun's out, and we can go back to business. And hopefully there isn't much damage to property, and obviously, hopefully none to people.
Yeah, we did see some people in Mid-City with a few inches of water in their car, unfortunately. Do you think the Sewage and Water Board has been more transparent since Ghassan Corban took over?
Yes. The answer to that, yes. But I think the problem, and this is something we've discussed both publicly and privately, is that Ghassan has, like all of us, inherited what's happened, right? Like, I'm not responsible for the pothole that was there before I was elected, but it's my pothole now. And the same thing is true for Sewage and Water Board. And the issue is putting aside the fact that you have infrastructure that's not been neglected and not taken care of for years and years.
Right.
People have a mistrust of the system. And so, he and his team, I know, are trying to work to turn that around.
All right. Well, thank you so very much for your time. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, I know you stepped out of a meeting to speak with us, but as you said, communication with the public definitely helps with transparency. So we really appreciate you, Joe Giarrusso.
Thank you. Y'all take care. Be safe.
All right. You too. Thank you. All right, guys, we have been asking you guys to send us tweets, and actually this is Mayor LaToya Cantrell tweeting this morning. She's saying, thank you, Parks and Parkways. Our crews are out clearing trees, branches, and limbs from the heavy rainstorm. She's showing us what we showed you earlier on Fillmore. Please stay off the streets if possible and do not drive through flooded streets. You can always call 311 to report a downed tree.
And as we saw, Paul Murphy actually has sent in video. That tree's pretty much off the roadway now.
Yeah, that's what she was saying. Thanks to them for clearing it out so quickly.
And then this is Congress and Drew and Gentilly, an area that really got hit hard today, Sheba.
Yeah, right in the Gentilly Woods area. And again, we got many, many pictures and videos of flooding across Gentilly. This is St. Ferdinand Drive, the 5100 block. Another picture from Gentilly Woods. Just had millions spent on water retention ditches everywhere in that subdivision. This was at 9:30 this morning. Someone tweeted this.
Yeah, of course, as you can imagine, residents are very frustrated.
Yep, and thank you guys for sending these in. You can always text them to us at 504-529-4444.
All right, now let's go back to the City Park Underpass. This is where David Hammer did help rescue that lady. It was 3 feet of water just 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, this is unbelievable, but this is how water goes in the city. Just like where Duke was on Canal Street, we saw the water so high it was going into cars. The next time we checked in with him, it was gone. So this Canal Underpass, as you see, is now clear and free to drive through.
And now we're going to go back to Danny Monteverdi. He was in Lakeview earlier. I'm not sure if he's moved locations. Let's go to him and he can tell us more. Danny?
Yeah, Leslie, we're actually in Gentilly now. We're still on Harrison Avenue, but on the other side of Bayou St. John and Gentilly. And let's take a look at what we're seeing right now. Here in the curb, you can see there is some fairly significant pooling water, but even further down, you can see there's even deeper water in the street. We were actually trying to get out to the Gentilly Woods neighborhood that y'all were talking about just a moment ago, but you can see here, we did get stopped by this water. Right now, I don't know that it's really gone up or down. Well, if there's any indication, we'll take a look at this car right here. You see this car parked in the curb. You see there is a little bit of a debris line where it looks like the water has gone down, maybe a tad. Unfortunately, unfortunately they're dealing with this in general. So I don't know that going down right now is there any real solace to this owner of this car. But again, we are on Harrison Avenue, just on the downriver side of Bayou St. John. And you can see here another street that is underwater. Again, we were trying to get around, and this is just what a lot of people are dealing with today, is hitting some streets that are flooded and impassable, other streets that may have a little bit of pooling in the curb, but are passable. But again, this is what we are seeing here. And I believe now we're walking on Harrison. That may be coming up on St. Bernard Avenue. And so again, you can see right here, we're just getting into some water that is all of a sudden deep. And so does it flood like this regularly when it rains, or?
Well, since I moved here, we had some heavy rain coming through, and it has got up this high. But shoot, I think with a storm alert and all that, and you'd think this was it wouldn't be that bad. The pumps would be working. Man,
well, and speaking of the storm, when the storm came through the other day, it was nothing like this. You were saying you were surprised this morning.
Yeah, I'm very surprised. Yeah, very surprised. Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah. And when we first saw you a few minutes ago, tell me what were you doing by your drain?
Well, I was just seeing how deep the water was. Yeah, ask him so. He said he walking around.
Well, sir, we're on Channel 4. Come talk to us quick.
So how you doing?
How are you this morning?
How are you this morning?
Dry so far. So
no, the street ain't flooded, just in sections.
Gotcha.
That's all.
So does it typically look like this on this street? So for you guys, this is not out of the ordinary.
No.
Is it frustrating though that this does happen a lot?
No, because I don't move my car.
Well, how are your car and house today? Are they okay?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm higher, right over there.
Gotcha.
I'm higher.
All right.
But this block Harrison Avenue, you got to worry about this St. Bernard Avenue. Right. So it's up to, this is Harrison, all the way up to Senate.
Gotcha. Were you surprised to see this this morning?
No.
Why?
Because I'm used to it.
Well, that says a lot, though.
It really is used to it. Because this ain't no problem. Right. But we'll get through it.
All right. And what's your name, sir?
Antoine.
Antoine.
All right, and it looks like we had some technical difficulties there. We lost Danny, who is in Lakeview, but let's go back over to Paul Dudley, who is in Orleans and Broad, and he has more for us. Paul?
Yeah, Leslie, we've actually moved down a little bit on Orleans. We're actually outside of Gabrielle Restaurant, and the water is going down very quickly here. You've got the crew, the Department of Public Works here working to make sure this water goes down. They've been on the scene here for the last, I would say, 45 minutes to an hour, but they have really been across the city since 4 a.m., one crew member told me. So they've been working hard to try to make this water go down. They're putting up flood barricades, putting up cones to indicate that there is a hazardous situation certainly still happening here. I do want to walk over here to where there is it appears to be a Dodge Caravan, and this is a rather ominous scene that I'm going to show you here. We still don't have all the details on what exactly happened with this car, but it does appear to have stalled out here on the road. And the real sort of scary thing as we take a look around here is the back of this car has been smashed open, and we don't exactly know what happened here, but it does appear that it maybe took on water. This is a car that indicates that a handicapped person was driving, or at least registered in this car, so there could have been a chance to try to get the wheelchair out of there, or they could have tried to, there's really a number of things that could have happened here in this situation. So we're still waiting to see exactly, talking to neighbors to try to figure out what exactly happened with this Dodge Caravan that is parked here on Orleans. We have quite a bit of neighbors still out as the water is coming down. On the other side of Orleans here, if you pan over a little bit to your right, Adam, you can see that this side of Orleans is actually dry. They're working on the other side of Orleans right now to get this water to go down. So we've got that side of Orleans that the water is going down significantly. Speaking to neighbors on this side, though, they are still waiting for the water to go down on the other side. They say they've been dealing with this really mostly over the last 3 to 5 years, that they say that they have been seeing these kind of events during thunderstorms and so on and so forth. It is a little disheartening. Many people were prepared for Tropical Storm Cristobal, moving their cars on the neutral ground. The storm is practically in Chicago now, and we are dealing with flooding. So really a confusing situation for a lot of neighbors out here. We still have a handful of cars parked on the neutral grounds, but it does appear that the cleanup process is now starting, and crews are really still trying to work to get this water to go down. So we are watching the situation very closely. It does appear that all the water, it does appear to be going into these the drainage system here. So that is some good news, and the water is going down. But you can't say that for every single street in this area. So it is going to take a little bit more time for all this water to go down. So gentleman right here, how you doing, sir? How high was the water at its highest, would you say, sir?
About 4 feet.
You say about 4 feet?
About 4 feet.
Yeah, what was your reaction to seeing that water coming up?
Same old, brother. Every year, every year.
And would you say that you've been, most neighbors say that this has been an issue over the last 3 to 5 years, would you say?
Yeah, about like every year, it just started picking up every year. About 3 years ago, it just started getting bad. Now it's what you see.
And when did this really start to pile up here? What about time? Take me through what happened for you this morning.
8 o'clock this morning, I looked out the door. Water got to the line. Before you know it, 30 minutes later, it was everywhere.
And you couldn't get anywhere. Obviously, your neighbors couldn't get anywhere. We've been talking to people who said they had doctor's appointments. They were having to wade out of 2 feet of water. But this is something that you have to deal with pretty regularly.
Yeah, that's my truck over there, so it's an every year thing, man.
Yeah. Do you know exactly what happened with this Dodge Caravan over here?
One of the trees had branch fell and hit the back of it.
That's what it was. Okay, it was a tree branch. My hypothesis was wrong, but we do now know that the Dodge Caravan was hit by a tree branch. And did that take on water? Did they have to?
Yeah, they evacuated. They left. They live in the apartments right here.
Yeah. But they're okay?
Yeah, they're fine.
All right, well, so thank you so much. Do you have a message to the city? You know, Yasan Corbin or Mayor LaToya Cantrell, what would your message be to the people in charge?
Definitely fix our streets and Black Lives Matter.
Good information. All right, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You take care. So yeah, as you can see, we're probably dealing with about 9 inches of water in this particular spot, but just a few feet over to the left, and the water is going down. So that is the situation here in Mid-City at Orleans and about Broad. So we'll throw it back to you guys.
Yeah, Paul, it is great to see you speaking with people out there to get their narrative. It is so interesting that everybody has that 3 to 5 year timeline. And I was just saying, we do have different areas we watch that flood almost every time it rains, but only the past 3 to 5 years, not before then.
Yeah, absolutely, and it sounds like a lot of people are really sick of that. And so when you speak to representatives from the Sewage and Water Board, they say that this is absolutely something they are watching and that they are working to fix. They do say that the pumps can take on a considerable amount of water, but there is always a limit.
Yeah, sure. And as we see, the situation out there has drastically improved in the past 45 minutes since we've been talking to Paul. Paul, thank you very much for that. And let's get back over to Alexandra. As you can see, no rain out there, so are we clear for now?
Yeah, we're pretty much finished with the rain at this point, Leslie. I think there might be a little bit of light sprinkles here and there, maybe a light shower, but we're pretty much finished at this point after 3 to 5 inches fell in about 1 to 2 hours. So it was really fast coming down in New Orleans, and you can see downtown got about 3.5 inches. We've been seeing the same at the lakefront, and actually since I did my last forecast, we haven't really added that much to these totals because the heavy rain again is passing away from the city and will be shortly kind of completely out of the area because of that cold front that we've been waiting on today. Belchase got more than an inch, Gulfport about a ½ inch now. And again, really staggering to see these nearly 5-inch totals at Brother Martin and well over 2 inches at Jesuit for those parts of Gentilly and Mid-City where the really kind of heaviest totals so far have been showing up at our network of sites all around the area. And again, 3 to 5 inches, it's just in a short amount of time, you're going to have some street flooding in New Orleans, and that's what we're seeing right now. Heaviest rain, I'm so happy to say, is passing out of the city. It's actually now over Plaquemines Parish and along our coastal spots, Grand Isle. Eventually, we'll see this at Port Sulphur and places like that as this heavy rain continues to the east. And the heaviest pockets are there off to the southeast of the city. A little bit more moderate rain off to the east, kind of toward the Mississippi coastal spots. Our flash flood warning is officially over, but we're just going to have to wait for, of course, those streets to continue to see the receding water gradually. Paul has been showing us, and it's nice to kind of get these updates showing things getting better, but still not great. So if you do have to leave, the heavy rain's over. Yes, we're not looking for any more heavy downpours at this point, but we're going to have to wait a little while for those streets to continue to see the water going down. Around La Rose, another small shower. North of the lake, there's really not much at this point. And zooming out, it's really incredible to see this. So here's kind of the cold front that we're waiting on. You can see drier air is coming behind it. So that's why we're kind of getting into a period starting this afternoon, really starting almost as we speak. And for the next several days, we're going to see this kind of drier, high pressure area take hold. And we are not going to be dealing with any sort of flooding rains for the next several days, all the way through the weekend and into early next week. Here, by the way, almost just about into Canada is where the remnants of Cristobal are. And again, it's kind of continued this sort of general pattern to pump in the moisture. So that's why we got the really heavy downpours. We really saw the showers and storms ahead of this front that were going to move in, just really able to tap into all that moisture that has been pumped in. Yesterday, it just felt so humid. Today, also steamy, which I'll show you in a second. But here's our forecast by 3 p.m. dry. Here comes the front. Actually, this afternoon will be both hot, dry, maybe eventually sunny, and also gradually getting less humid. So we're going to have kind of a completely different weather picture by later on today compared to what we saw this morning. It's still overcast, as we've been seeing. It looks like a little bit of filtered sunshine here and there with some of our reports around New Orleans, but overall we still have mainly cloudy skies. And as Duke has reported and other reporters have been saying, it's kind of steamy outside still. The drier air is not here. Dew points are in the 70s, but there are lower dew points and lower humidity out to the northwest of us. So looking at our dew point scale, when you have dew points in the 70s, of course, that's really muggy, oppressive kind of humidity. But with the front, by tomorrow and into Friday, we may see dew point temperatures, which of course we use to kind of describe the humidity. They may fall to about 60 degrees. So that would make it feel pretty pleasant, actually. So it will be a big change up. And notice as we get into this afternoon, our rain chances, this may even be a bit on the high side. They will be easing, but look at those temperatures. After we get a bit of sun with that slightly drier air, they will be able to rebound into the low 90s. So if you're thinking about getting out later this afternoon, again, very different from what we've seen so far today with all that rain coming in such a short amount of time.
All right, I'm sorry, we're having some technical difficulties. Sheba's mic has died because we've been on the air all morning long. Trying to keep you updated. So Alexandria just had some great news for us, but we want to get back over to David Hammer, who is at the Underpass on Canal Boulevard, or that's where you were this morning. We saw you help save a lady who was trapped. Her car stalled. She was able to get out of the trunk of the car, and you got her on a kayak and got her to safety, so we really do appreciate that. But you were actually out there investigating, so tell us more about that, David.
I was able to get out of the rain here and try to get a little bit dried off before talking to you again. But yeah, I was actually heading out there because we knew that underpass at Canal Boulevard, which often floods in heavy rains, was flooding. And the first thing I saw was that the pumps that are dedicated to cleaning out that underpass were working backwards or overflowing, and the water was actually coming up several feet in the air and back out onto the roadway. And that's when I saw this lady in a GMC hatchback or station wagon drive right into the floodwaters. I spoke to her afterwards, and she said that she was, you know, just distracted or didn't realize that there was water there. But there are now flashing lights warning people. Those weren't there, you know, 5-6 years ago. They put those in, and they were warning people not to go under there, but she didn't notice, and she ended up in the middle of the water about 3 feet deep, and her car just cut out and she was stuck there. So I handed my phone to somebody who had come out from City Park Physical Therapy and said, you know, if you don't mind taking some photos and video, I'm going to go in there and get her because I can't just stand here and film it. So I got out there. She was pretty frightened. She was, you know, locked in the car and could not open the doors, could not roll down the windows because they're power windows, and I was able to get around to the back of the car, and the hatchback was unlocked, and I was able to get that open, and she was able to climb over the seats. I was not. She did not want to share her name or any information, which I understood. You know, I didn't want to press her on that. She was pretty embarrassed that this had happened, and I just, you know, I was glad that she was able to climb over, because I would estimate that she's in her 70s, that she was in good enough shape to be able to get over the car, you know, climb over the seats and get to the back, and we were able to get her into a kayak. A neighbor was out there and said, "Oh, you want me to get my boat?" And I said, "Yeah, I think we need to do that." She was pretty frail, and I don't know how she would have done in terms of having to get into the floodwaters. So she was able to get out relatively dry.
Yeah, we're so glad that you were there to help her. That's such a scary situation.
Well, it's also, you know, something where if you're there to document the situation, your tendency is to just film or just try to talk about what's going on, and you realize, though, when you're the only one out there, that you need to do something. You can't just leave this person there.
Yep.
So I called 911, and you know, but you don't know how long you might have to wait. Plus, I got to say, with the rain, it was very difficult to get to hear 911 and to be sure that you were getting clear information to them. So my phone kept cutting out, and you know, it just felt like the right thing to do was to get out there and get her out of that water.
So glad you got that done and that you were able to show us what happened there. Listen, David, I know you've done some amazing work with our Down the Drain series. We reached out to the Sewage and Water Board this morning. Ghassan Korban was not available to speak with us, but they did issue a statement. I'm going to read that, and then I'd like your response to it. They said, as you know, the New Orleans metro area received an excessive amount of rainfall this morning. We went into this storm with all 99 pumps available and enough power to run our drainage system. Our teams are working to drain the city now. As always, an after-action report will give us the full picture of how our system responded to the storm. We'll provide full details when they become available. So the Sewage and Water Board saying, as far as they know, all 99 pumps available and enough power for everything to run. But I was speaking with Councilmember Joe DeRusso earlier about transparency, which of course has been a huge issue with the Sewage and Water Board.
Yeah, I put in a question before I went out there to check out the underpass, and definitely got sidetracked at that point, so I haven't had a chance to talk to the Sewage and Water Board myself this morning. But I was able, I put out the question about not just whether the pumps are available, but whether they were turned on, whether the power was functioning fully, because if the power goes out, then they can have delays, which we've seen. Just recently in May, there was flooding in the Broadmoor area, and it was because lightning had taken out power, the power source through Entergy. And they were on high alert heading into Cristobal and made sure everything was working great, but we didn't get this kind of, intense amount of rain in a very short period of time. So this definitely taxed the system. But if you see those pumps under the underpass at I-10, at Canal Boulevard where the train tracks go over, and they are pumping backwards or the water is spewing out, and they had done a lot of work there when that happened previously to try to fix it, and now it was happening again, that is a problem with the system. It may not be a power problem this time. We are still waiting to get that information, and like Corbin said in his statement, there's got to be an after-action report, and we need to see what happened, but we are trying to get that information about whether there may have been power outages, whether there were pumps that failed to operate when they should have, things like that. So yes, this was a lot of rain in a short period of time. It can overtax the system even if it's working at full capacity, but we continuously find these issues where where individual pieces of equipment or power sources are actually failing. So we will have to see whether that was the case this time around.
David, how long do those after-action reports take to be published?
Well, it depends. Sometimes it's a matter of a week. Sometimes it's longer. Joe Giarrusso has been on top of that, trying to make sure that they get those out to the city council, which has oversight. The utility committee has oversight. So, and we have, put in requests for those documents as soon as they become available.
Sure, and you made a key point there. You told us, as they said, not all 99 pumps available, but available can mean different things. Just because they're available, you're saying it doesn't necessarily mean they were turned on. It means there still could be issues even though all pumps are available, is what you're saying, right?
Exactly. Well, 99 pumps were available in May when it flooded in Broadmoor, but that wasn't the issue. The issue was whether they could get power to them, and there were 3 major pumps that had power sources cut off because of lightning. So again, they can be prepared and say all 99 pumps are functional, none of them are out for service, but if they have a power outage or they have issues transferring to backup power, that can mean that the pumps don't operate. And what we saw during Cristobal was they had those backup generators working constantly through the day so that they wouldn't have any kind of delays. But maybe they weren't doing that this time and their guard was down. Maybe it simply is that the pumps were working at full capacity and they could not keep up. That's what we need to find out.
Sure. Well, thank you so much for providing some insight on that statement. I know you've done some amazing research and work with this Down the Drain series, so thank you so much, David.
Thanks for having me, guys.
And now we want to switch gears. We want to go to Tan Trong, who's at 610 and Franklin, and there's actually a water rescue going on right now. As you can see, it looks like, I think that might be under an underpass.
Yeah,
where a truck just, and sorry about that, we still had the phone line open there. It looks like the truck just thought that they could get through, Sheba, and realized they couldn't, stalled out, and now this guy's stranded.
And Leslie, this is another one of the underpasses we typically see fill with water when we have rain in the area, so you can see that a truck is stalled here. I believe our Tan Trong is on the scene, so you just heard the dial tone there. We're trying to get him back on the phone to tell us more information here, but you can see that emergency crews are still on the scene. We don't have any information yet about if anyone is in that vehicle. Obviously, someone's standing in the bed of the truck, so that's probably, I guess, the person who was inside the vehicle. We're not exactly sure yet.
Yeah, hopefully there's nobody else in that vehicle.
Yeah, what's going on? But look how high that water is.
Yeah, I don't know why you would think you could get through that, but I mean, I guess if you're in a truck, once again, we want to remind people, turn around, don't drown. That's the #1 rule, especially under an underpass.
Sure. And like the woman that we saw under the Canal Boulevard underpass, she was so embarrassed she didn't want to give her name, but she said, listen, my mind was on something else. Sometimes that happens. You know, you can't really blame people. You just got to be as careful as you can. And as you see, this is, again, a rescue taking place, 610 and Franklin. We're trying to get more information on that for you.
Yeah, that's New Orleans EMS backing up a boat.
Yeah, to try to get under there. It's unbelievable that this water got that high, that fast. The good thing is it is not raining right now, so hopefully this water recedes as fast as it did under that Canal Boulevard underpass.
Yeah, because we have seen some of the water go down so fast, Sheba. And as you can see, there's people over there with some gear as well.
Sure, you can see at least the New Orleans Fire Department, New Orleans Police, EMS, and we're staying live on this. We want to show you what goes into one of these water rescues, and that's the dangerous part as well. This is not only dangerous for people who end up in the water, whether you choose to do that or you've done it by accident, but then emergency crews have to come out and try to rescue you.
Yeah, a lot of times during hurricane coverage, we hear these officials saying, don't try it, don't put our emergency people at risk of harm. So this is what they mean. And yeah, I mean, obviously this guy didn't want this to happen because this is probably going to ruin his car. As you can see, his wipers are still going, so it does look like the car's still on. But this is so unfortunate. So let's see. I've never seen one of these in real life, so this is going to be pretty cool. They're going to get the boat off the truck there and I guess rescue him. And once again, we're not sure if there's anybody else inside the truck.
Right. And again, this is at 610 in Franklin. If you're just joining us, we're seeing flooding all across the area this morning. Lots of images, though, coming in from Gentilly. And this is another one. Now, we have seen the water start to recede in some areas, but again, this is an underpass. So those pick up water and hold it a little bit longer. So hopefully that water is being pumped out. Again, we've gotten a statement from Sewage and Water Board saying that all the pumps are working.
All 99 pumps, yeah, that's
sure. But as our David Hammer said, that may not be the issue. The pumps can be available, and you can still have issues that stop the water from draining.
And we did actually, we put in a call to Sewage and Water Board Director Ghassan Korban, excuse me, and he did just release that statement, so he wasn't available to talk to us. But David Hammer was talking about the after-action report, and that was what the statement said as well. So we do definitely look forward to reading that, and our investigative team will dive deep into that and kind of see what the situation is. But as we've heard all morning long, as our reporters out there on the street in the middle of this have just talked to frustrated neighbors and residents that are quite frankly just sick of this. But we have been talking about Gentilly. The past 3 to 5 years is really when there are downpours like this and there is heavy street flooding, they seem to be hit pretty hard.
Sure, Paul Dudley said that about residents at Orleans and Broad. That is one area in the past 3 to 5 years, even through our coverage, we've seen spots that weren't flooding before 5 years consistently flooding.
Yeah.
All right, we do have our Ton Trung again monitoring this story, so hopefully we'll be able to speak with him soon. We're getting that all together, but you can see this boat coming off. That's a EMS jacket.
Hey guys, this is Ton Trung with Brian Lucas. We are here at the Franklin Avenue 610 split. As you can see, EMS is on the scene right now, bringing a boat to this area. We were here about 20 minutes ago just taking pictures of this area that, as you know, generally floods during a flooding event in a hard rain. And we were taking the pictures when this gentleman here in the truck decided to go ahead and drive into the water. New Orleans EMS is now putting that raft in the water here, and we estimate that water's probably 5 to 6 feet deep. That driver decided to go into the water and tried his best to get through. But as you can imagine, and as we've told many, many times, when you see flooding, don't even try to get into it. Turn around, don't drown, and now this is the result of what's happening. So you have now EMS paddling out to this driver who's been stranded on this truck for the last 20 minutes or so, and we witnessed it as we were just trying to get pictures of the flooding in and around the New Orleans area today. And driving up into this area, we did see some relatively heavy flooding, street flooding near the St. Roch area, and we're also in the upper 9th Ward near the 5th District Station. There was some significant flooding there as well, but nothing to the point where what you're seeing at this point. I mean, there were streets that people could pass, but now, as you're seeing, the latest rescue after a heavy morning of rain and flooding in the New Orleans area, EMS is now reaching and making contact with the driver who decided to go ahead and drive into floodwater. And anybody living here knows that this is a notorious area for flooding. They usually block this off, and they did in fact block this road off. This gentleman decided to drive around the blockade and then proceeded into the water. Now he is the latest person to get rescued by New Orleans EMS. And as you probably have been following us on Facebook and Twitter, there is widespread flooding in and around the metro area. We are trying to get a gauge and trying to get a sense of where the heaviest areas are. And this is what brought us here today. We were just trying to get a sense of where the flooding is most significant. And we heard that Franklin near 610 was pretty deep. And this is visual evidence that it is deep here, the flooding. But as we are coming to you live here, we are waiting for this gentleman who decided to go into the flood water. EMS responded fairly quickly after we saw that car going into the water. The first EMS response person was probably on scene within 5 minutes, and let's see if we can actually talk to this gentleman here to see what's been going on. So I hate to catch you on a bad moment here. Did you think the flooding was going to be that bad? Why'd you drive through there?
I seen somebody else go through it earlier, and that's why I went through it.
So, I mean, you did go through the blockade. I mean, they did have the road blocked. Why did you decide to do that, though?
I'd asked the guy, and the guy said they were going through it. That's why.
So how deep was the water when you were going through there? I mean, what were you thinking?
It didn't get deep, just right there.
Yeah. So.
James, all right. They got tow truck coming?
Well, I think he's going to be busy answering some questions here, but we did catch his first name. His name is James. He said that he did see some other cars drive through. We didn't necessarily see that when we were here. He was the only driver that attempted to go through that water, and that attempt obviously failed. James now is having a cigarette and probably going to have a longer day wondering what's going to happen to his truck, which is now still stranded under the I-610 overpass here, which is again notorious for flooding, but EMS has done their job. They pulled the rescue off, and now they're loading that raft back onto the high water vehicle and probably getting ready for whatever may come next after this long morning already. But again, we are live here at the I-610 underpass near Franklin Avenue. The man having the cigarette there is James. He attempted to drive through this water, which, as we've told you before, turn around, don't drown, and this is a very good reminder that you should never, ever try to drive through flood water. Again, we probably estimate this water to be 5 to 6 feet deep. The wipers on his truck are still going at this point. We're not sure if this car is going to be able to be pulled away and towed away. Usually, the city waits for the water to go down, and you generally see kind of like the remnants of the flood, which are the stranded cars underneath the overpasses after that passes, the rain and flood passes. But that's the latest here from 610 and Franklin Avenue. We are going to be broadcasting live here later at noon, but we've been trying to get a sense of where the most significant flooding has been. I can tell you going further away from the lake, going up toward the St. Roch area, up to the upper 9th Ward as well. There is some patchy and heavy flooding, but it's not kind of through the neighborhood. You have to kind of seek it out. We haven't seen many homes taking on actual water at this point, but there's a lot of water in the neighborhoods, and some roads are passable, but certainly for cars that are a little bit more low-lying like mine, I wouldn't try it. But obviously, even with a high-sitting vehicle, there's no way any car was going to make it through here. But James, the driver, did attempt to do that. We don't know what his situation is going to be for the rest of the day and what's going to happen with his truck, but we'll keep you updated. Reporting live from 610 in Franklin, Tom Trung, Eyewitness News.
Thank you so much for that report, Tom. Are you able to hear us? All right, I don't think that Tom can hear us, but again, we just saw a water rescue. This is at 610 and Franklin in Gentilly, an underpass. So as Tom said, we're used to seeing this flood, and he kind of described the conditions as he was driving there, saying some roads are impassable, some are flooded, some are not. So if you don't have to go anywhere right now, you really should give the water some more time to drain.
That's right, because we don't want to take the EMS away from other issues that aren't avoidable.
Sure.
When something like that is avoidable. And I mean, you could see the truck, I think it was probably like 4 feet of water.
Yeah.
But that was pretty incredible. I've never seen one of those rescues live.
Right, and Tom made a great point. There were barricades up. He said that several people went past the barricades. He didn't see that, but the driver said that he saw someone else go by. But kudos to our EMS and the rescue crews out there. You saw everyone was rallying together to make sure this man got out safely. while he smoked his cigarette. So I think we're clear that he's fine.
Yeah, that's going to be a very expensive mistake, though.
Yeah.
All right, let's shift gears and let's go back to Paul Dudley, who is now at Broad Theater with more. Paul?
Yeah, we unfortunately just heard from a very emotional owner of the Broad Theater. This happens to him all the time. He just asked us to give him a little bit of room and get off the property here. So that's what we're trying to do. Unfortunately, the Broad Theater did take on a considerable amount of water, and this is not the first time this has happened to this business. It practically happens every time that there is a significant rain. I did get a look inside, and it did appear that there was probably about 1.5 inches or so of water still coming out of the business, and that probably wasn't at the highest, because when I showed up here, I actually parked on the neutral ground across from the Broad Theater. There was probably about 1.5 feet of water just in the parking lot, so you have to imagine some of that probably did get into the business. If there is any good news, I do know that the owner of the Broad Theater has tried to put in to invest in actually changing the infrastructure of his theater, so it is a little easier to clean up, get the water out. It's just very unfortunate. He's had to spend his own money to do that. He's got no support from the city to change the infrastructure of his business. So he's obviously very frustrated by this. You got to imagine COVID-19 and the pandemic and the fact that not a lot of people are going to theaters plays into that emotion. So it is a tough situation out here for business owners, especially ones that in this mid-city area who have to deal with this flooding and this the significant impact to their business. A little while ago I spoke with the Alonso family. They own the sheet metal place over on Orleans, and they were telling me that they've lost 4 days of production just because they've had to prepare. They prepared for Cristobal and they closed down for Cristobal, and then now they're losing another day as well. So they've lost 4 days of production, not to mention everything that's happened with the COVID-19 pandemic. So businesses here are struggling, and this is just another problem that they have to deal with here. So there's water, as you can see. Mr. Kopis, my photographer, has been showing the water coming out of the business here. So that is very unfortunate for the Broad Theater and what they've had to deal with considerably over the last few years here. So it is a situation that they are still cleaning up from and will probably be cleaning up from all day and into tomorrow.
All right, and Paul, you're reflecting really a sentiment that a lot of businesses unfortunately have in that area. We've spoken to many over the years when we see flooding that they've taken on water many times. They get it back together, get up and running, and then they get water again.
Yeah, and like we said, you know, the Broad Theater has had to make changes to the infrastructure of actually inside of their theater. And when I spoke to Tracy Alonso over on Orleans, another business owner, she said that they've had to make significant changes to add blockades in front of their businesses. They put cars in front of their businesses, so when cars are passing by, that wake of water doesn't go into their business. People have really had to adapt to really deal with this flooding.
Yeah, that is so unfortunate. And I know you mentioned they use some of their own money. And on top of that, just entering phase 2 of the coronavirus pandemic, and businesses are trying to get back on their feet. So it's so unfortunate.
Yeah, a really frustrating situation. All right. Thank you so much, Paul, for that report. And again, if you're just joining us, we have seen flooding all across the area since about 8:30, 9 o'clock this morning. Some of that water has started to recede, in other areas not so much. Thank you to everyone who sent us pictures and videos either through our app or by texting them to 504-529-4444. This is Prentice and Chamberlain in the Gentilly area. We've been getting a lot of pictures from Gentilly of flooding all across the area there.
And you can't even tell it's a road. It looks more like a bayou.
Yeah, it really does.
And then this is Perlita and Aviators. Wow.
Yeah, another Gentilly street, high water there. And again, we saw that water rescue. That was at 610 in Franklin and Gentilly. Now that was under an underpass, so of course that water fills up higher and quicker there, but the gentleman who was rescued seems to be just fine. All right, and now we want to take this video. This is our David Hammer, who was actually rescuing a woman who went under the Canal Boulevard underpass much earlier this morning. She says she wasn't paying attention. She was so embarrassed that this happened to her that she didn't want to give her name, but our David Hammer called 911. He didn't know how long rescue crews would take to get to her, and as you can see how high the water is there, she had automatic windows and doors, so she wasn't able to open them. She made her way to the trunk of the vehicle, and then you can see David found someone else who was on the scene who had a boat and gave it to him so that he could help her get out.
Yeah, it was a great team effort there. Luckily, the hatch was still able to open. And David was actually out there investigating. He said the pump in that area was doing the complete opposite. It was not draining the water, it was pushing it out.
Yeah.
So he's gonna continue to investigate that. Our Down the Drain series has been just fantastic. We did reach out to the Sewerage and Water Board. Couldn't get anyone on the phone. They did issue a statement for us and basically saying they would have a report out, an action report saying, you know, what went wrong or what the situation was, but so many frustrated residents.
Sure. Another key thing in the Sewage and Water Board statement is that they said all 99 pumps were working and that they had power. But our David Hammer, again, has been investigating this for years, so he knows the Sewage and Water Board very well. He's an expert on this at this point, and he explained to us that even though all 99 pumps are available, this was key, that there could still be issues. He said that in past floods that we've seen, all 99 pumps were available. There could not be power to all of those pumps or some other issue. So that doesn't mean that there weren't any problems. But as you said, Leslie, we have to wait for that after action report to see what actually happened here.
And I did want to, before we get to this scene, just read that statement from the Sewage and Water Board one more time. It says, as you know, the New Orleans metro area received an excessive amount of rainfall this morning. We went into the storm with all 99 pumps available, as Sheba just mentioned, and enough power to run our drainage system. Our teams are working to drain the city now. As always, an after action report will give us the full picture of how our system responded to this storm. We'll provide full details when they become available. And David Hammer told us it could take as long as a week to get that after action report.
Yeah, so we'll be watching that. This is another look at that car that stranded, the truck under the 610 and Franklin Underpass in Gentilly, again, an area that's prone to flooding. A gentleman said that he actually went past the barricades. Barricades were set up there. We've seen the Department of Public Works setting those up around the city, but kudos to our emergency responders. They were actually able to get him out safely. We saw EMS, NOPD, and NOFD on the scene there, Leslie.
Yeah, that's right. And he actually said he saw other people doing it, or he said somebody maybe told him he could.
Yeah.
But that's just so unfortunate. Even if other people are doing it, try to be safe. Don't do it yourself, because that is how people drown. Luckily, he was able to be saved.
Yeah, we're glad he's doing fine. All right, we want to take a look at some flooding on Mendez Street in Gentilly. Some really high water here. And we went to Paul Dudley, who was at Orleans and Broad, seeing some water possibly going into businesses there. We've seen a lot of flooding in Gentilly. We have not gotten any reports that any of it actually went into homes, even though a lot of it looks really high.
Yeah, hopefully it didn't. That would be great news, but it's hard to believe it didn't, just because we saw how high it was and people just continue to speed through, which pushes that water into homes and into businesses. So that's just so unfortunate. Please call us, tweet us, find us on social media, and let us know if your house or business did take in any water.
This is Paris Avenue in Fillmore, another shot of Gentilly. The water's not as high here, but again, another area of Gentilly that took on water this morning. You can see not as deep as many of the other areas we've shown you. You can see that car is in the driveway, and thankfully no water even close to coming up to the door.
Yeah, but I mean, it's over the sidewalks there. And this is Chamberlain Drive now, which is also in Gentilly, a common theme this morning. We're seeing a lot of flooding there.
Yeah, we got a lot of viewer pictures and videos from Gentilly this morning.
And I mean, that looks like it's 2 feet. Luckily, a lot of the houses are built up there. And our own Megan Key is in Gentilly. Let's go to her for a live report, because we have seen this water start to recede in most places. So let's see if it's dried out where Megan is. Megan, where are you?
Hey, we're in Gentilly here at Fillmore Ave in Elysian Fields, and as you can see, the water is receding, but we still do have a lot of floodwaters that we're seeing here in this area. We've been here for, I want to say, about the last 15 minutes or so, and we noticed cars that have actually started driving up this way and have tried to either back out, they slowed down, didn't want to go through these floodwaters because, of course, they don't want to get their cars stalled out in this area. But we have also seen a few cars that have sped through here, and that brings me over here to Anthony Fields. He is the manager of Canseco's Market. And Anthony, you've been telling people to slow it down this morning because people are, when they're driving fast in this area, they're pushing water into
the store, you know, and it's frustrating because it's too much time consuming up there trying to mop water and squeeze water out the store, and as we doing that, the car's steady passing through fast and then pushing more water in. So it's been a frustrating day all day.
And so the water's receding now. What did it look like here earlier?
Oh, it was all the way up to the curve here. I had our trucks parked in the parking lot. Slow it down! We had our truck parked in the parking lot, and I had to put bags on to get them out the way so they wouldn't flood. The water wouldn't get inside the trucks.
Oh, wow. And like you said, you've been mopping inside the market all morning long because people are driving too fast.
Driving too fast, passing through. You know, and we hollering at them, telling them to slow down, but it's just frustrating.
Just frustrating. I mean, happy to see it is receding quite a bit more, not, up here to the curb like you said. But of course, as Anthony said, if you do see this standing water, definitely don't drive through it. If you are having to drive through it, if it's a few inches deep, slow it down. Don't speed through here because you'll end up pushing water into nearby businesses and homes, and that's a hassle for workers and for residents in this area. Now, you'll notice there are a number of people who are driving slowly through this area right now through these flood waters. Now, another concern we've seen, people parking on the neutral ground. Some people are getting stuck in the mud. When we first got here, we noticed a woman who was stuck in the mud, and it looked like some Good Samaritans just came up and tried to help her get out. Now, she's not the only person. We also spoke to someone earlier who said that her aunt is also stuck on the neutral ground, stuck in the mud, and that they've called AAA to come and get her out. So that is a concern that we're seeing this morning with the heavy rains we saw, saturating the ground and causing the mud to stick into the tires. So that's something that we're seeing right now, as well as this flooding that's still lingering around here. So it's just something to be cautious of this morning. Reporting live in Gentilly, Megan Key, Eyewitness News.
So much water there, Megan. Megan, how was the drive there? Because we know you came from like the Orleans, Claiborne area.
Hold up.
Oh, all right. I believe we lost Megan there. But again, we've been getting reports of flooding all across the area this morning. A ton of reports from Gentilly. That was in Gentilly near Elysian Fields and Fillmore, the Conseco's there. Just trying to make sure drivers don't push more water into the store.
Absolutely. Let's go back to Megan. We did get her back, and so she can tell us what the drive over there was like.
Yeah, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Having a few technical difficulties. But yes, the drive here, we were pretty much just looking out for any water that we saw. We went to Streetwise, saw that there was some flooding in this area, and then came over here. But when you're driving through, you just have to be really cautious. There were a couple of streets we had to turn around at because there was flooding. So that's just something to be mindful of, even hours after we saw that storm come through here.
All right, Megan, thank you so much.
All right, and let's get back over to Alexandra with another update on the weather, which, as you can see, it's clear now.
Yeah, there's even sun in some spots we went to, Alexandra. What is going on?
There is, I know. And we were kind of talking about the two different stories today, the rain and storms early, and then the second part of the day is going to be very different. We're still dealing with the flood waters that have to recede. But one great thing is that we have a really long time starting now and really for the next many days. We're not expecting a lot of heavy rain at all. In fact, we're going to see some drier air move in as we speak. And you can kind of see the front is moving in right now. Here are some strong thunderstorms, actually with some lightning, significant lightning around Plaquemines Parish. So those of you around kind of Venice, Boothville, Port Sulphur, Grand Isle, you're dealing with thunderstorm activity. Thankfully, though, New Orleans drying out. And we're seeing just a couple of storms here south of Morgan City and kind of around the Chauvin area that we are, still seeing some downpours. But in New Orleans, so happy. I'm sure many of you who are joining us from home kind of wondering when you can get out. I'm sure we're all happy to see New Orleans being able to dry out for a little bit. And again, for the next several days, we will not be dealing with any sort of significant rain event or even any rain event. We're looking for really dry weather actually the next few days. Around Galliano, again, a thunderstorm there. North of the lake, we have not seen quite as much. We did have downpours, but we're kind of seeing everything wrap up. So looking at some different ways to kind of measure rain in the area, this is what radar is estimating came down. So this is 24-hour rain totals. And notice the greens would correspond to well over an inch of rain. So you can kind of see that actually right over the lake and right over the city and into New Orleans east, parts of the West Bank and so forth, were kind of where most of the heavy rain happened this morning. Unfortunate for New Orleans, of course, where the flooding, of course, was going to be an issue if we did get rainfall totals like this in a short amount of time. So this is what radar is estimating, and I'll show you actual recorded amounts in just a second. But notice radar saying up to 3, 4, close to 5 inches of rain, and again, kind of centered over the eastern half or so of the city and over to some of our West Bank spots as well, and towards Chalmette, and then another kind of area of some heavy rain over toward Kenner, and actually not quite so much, just happened to happen over parts of New Orleans, kind of toward the Carrollton area and over toward West Wego, where rain came, but not as heavy. So these were rain totals at the airport and then downtown in the lakefront, 3.5 inches. And as you know, if you were in those spots, it came quickly in the 8 o'clock hour. So we're saying maybe 1 to 2 hours or so for these totals, which were up to about 3. I'll show you in a second, even close to 5 inches of rain, like at Brother Martin. So a lot of the video that we're showing you this morning with reporters spread out all over the area is in the Gentilly and Mid-City kind of area, and that was where some of our highest totals were too. We're talking about that front moving in, and here we go by this afternoon, 3, 4, 5 p.m. Everything is looking a lot quieter. Now we're going to go to Dave.
All right, thanks, Alex. You just got to continue on what you're saying there, a little technical glitch, but you can see here that we do have that front, as Alexander was just alluding to, that's moving through as we speak, and it'll continue on its track as we go farther on into this evening hours tonight. But you can see outside, things are looking good with some sunshine out there. Things are not looking too bad across the city at this point. Sunshine is out. That makes for nice weather. Take a look here. You can see these dew point numbers still pretty high in the mid to upper 70s across the area. And so because of that, we are going to be looking at still muggy weather out there for the day today. But as you'll see here with the dew point numbers in the 70s, that's pretty oppressive out there at the moment. But we'll continue looking at those dew point numbers dropping down to about 60s, someplace even 50s beginning tomorrow morning. So how about that? We'll have much more comfortable weather, and it looks like it's going to be sticking around for a couple of days as well too. So that'll be very welcome. So you see there again, pretty nice and pleasant weather as we move forward. Hour by hour does show we will have a hot afternoon though. As the rain comes to an end here, we will be dealing with some sunshine mixed with a couple of clouds, and temperatures still getting into the mid 90s, and with the dew points still there into the mid 70s, still going to have that feel like temperature getting up to about close to 100 today. But that would be it for about the next week. We won't see near as impressive levels with that humidity moving forward. So you can see on your rest of your forecast, 92 today, but look at the sunshine, beautiful weather Thursday, Friday, even into the weekend with a few clouds around. Check out those lows on the North Shore, getting down into the lower to mid 60s. Very comfortable weather there. South Shore gets into lower 70s, so nice for this time of year. A little treat for us as well. And as we go on into early next week, we stay hot in the 90s, but still that humidity is not going to be near as oppressive as we saw the last couple of days, courtesy of course, Cristobal, which continues to work its way on into Canada, spreading some heavy rain and severe weather up that way. So really not looking too bad right now across town here again. The latest does show live look downtown that we do have some pretty decent weather out there to speak of. We do have kind of a mostly cloudy sky, but notice there are some breaks in the clouds, not looking too shabby at this point as we're still looking at some sunshine peeking through. 77 Slidell and Hammond. It's 83 here in town now, and 79 degrees down in the Houma area. Another look at radar. There are the bigger storms. Lower Plaquemines Parish getting hit hard there. Some thunderstorms across lower Terrebonne, Lafourche parishes, but the rest of the region looking pretty good and pretty quiet. We still have that aerial flood warning, or flood advisory rather, until it goes for about 11:45, so we still have it for a little bit longer out there this hour. But notice downtown though, the things are cleared out. As Alexander is pointing out, you can see there's rain totals 2, 3, 4, 5 inches of rain out there, and that's why we had some of that flash flooding concerns across the region. But fortunately that has now come to an end for us, and as that front moves through, high pressure builds in behind it currently into Texas. That's going to draw down those northerly winds, and that'll dry out that area again as we get into tonight, making for some wonderful weather out there. Any severe weather threat is going to be up across the Great Lakes, so we don't need to worry about that anymore. We had that risk across the Mississippi coast, but now that the front has moved through, that's no longer a concern for us either. But there are some of the rain totals. The airport at MSY 2.75, 3.39 at Lakefront Airport, 3.45 in downtown. Most of that fell in about a 1 to maybe 2 hour time frame, so that's why we had that flooding. Bogalusa, Slidell, yeah, you missed out on the worst of it. Less than 1/10 of an inch of rain across your area there, so things were not too bad across your region. Again, hour by hour does show here, breaking it down, that we are going to be dealing with the chance of rain going down after lunch hour, and then we're heating back up to about 92. Winds, notice more out of the west and then northwest to light to calm. That's all in the wake of the front that's moved through the area. So we'll take it. Much better improvement compared to what we've been here of late, of at least the last couple of days where it's been so incredibly humid. Basically air you can wear, we like to call it out there, with the dew point numbers around 80 degrees, which is just ridiculously humid. across the area. So we'll continue to watch the latest with the flooding as the streets continue to be flooding, wait for the pumps to catch up out there. And that's going to be something we'll be watching moving forward here.
And the thankful thing is, Dave, we don't have any more rain coming, right?
That's right. Things are drying out.
Great. And I could not believe almost 5 inches over by Brother Martin. That's unbelievable.
So much water. We did take on so much water so quickly. That's why we're still seeing a lot of flooding around the area. That water has yet to drain. We actually saw one water rescue this morning. This was not that long ago at 610 and Franklin in Gentilly. Of course, an underpass. It's one of those underpasses that tends to flood when we get heavy rain. And that car is still stalled there. This is a live look, but earlier, we saw a man being rescued from the back of that truck.
That's right. He was standing on top of the toolbox there in the tailgate and waited for EMS, got an inflatable boat and, you know, paddled out to him, got him on the boat and saved him. But yeah, it's crazy that his windshield wipers are still going. I'm not sure in a situation like this, if you're supposed to turn your car off, if you want to keep your car on, I don't know. But
and maybe it took on water and is having some kind of electrical issue.
Sure,
I don't know.
Sure. But it's crazy though, because the water has not receded at all. And that rescue was about, it feels like 30 minutes ago.
Sure, yeah, the water has gone down in many spots. That Canal Boulevard underpass where our actual David Hammer helped someone get out of a vehicle that had stalled. That water went down in like 30 minutes. It was gone.
Right.
And you're right, here we're not seeing it go down at all, but our Tan Trung was on the scene. He rushed over to the man who was rescued to find out what happened. He said that he went past some barricades to end up in this position because he said he saw someone else do it and someone told him it was okay. Obviously it was not, but that gentleman is just fine.
Yeah, and that's at least 4 feet of water.
Yeah.
All right, let's check out some of the situations in other areas. This is photos in one of our viewers' yards, my son's, on my block in the 6400 of LaFay and Gentilly. Wow, whole garden is underwater there.
Yeah. Unbelievable images because, again, this rain came so quickly. This is another shot in Gentilly, Pressburg at Franklin. They say the water has been rising since the rain ended 30 or so minutes ago. A manhole is bubbling and the catch basins have stopped draining. Thank you guys for sending these in. They're giving us a good idea of all the flooding we're seeing. We're getting a lot of images from Gentilly. Here's another one.
Yeah, that's right. Chatham and Fillmore and Gentilly. That was at 10:22 a.m. this morning. And thankfully, a lot of these houses, as you can see, are set up and you can see the vehicles in the distance there. It doesn't look like they took on any water. Yeah. But we really do appreciate when you send these pictures in via social media, Twitter, Facebook. And our app is so cool now. If you open our app, there's a weather tab at the very bottom of the app. It's kind of in the right center. You click on that, you scroll to the bottom, you scroll all the way down on that weather app, and there's this huge button that says submit here. You push that button and you can upload any photos or videos that you've taken on your phone, and you answer a couple like short questions like this is in Gentilly and here's the situation, and you know, as we're seeing here, people are putting times, which is fantastic.
Yeah, this person did it just perfectly.
Yeah,
the intersection, the neighborhood, and the time.
And it's already in our system and we can show what's happening in your neighborhood and around the metro area. So we definitely appreciate that. Okay, let's see if we have any more.
We actually are going to get to our Duke Carter, I believe, right now.
Perfect.
Duke.
You want?
Duke?
Hey, good morning, or should say, yeah, it's still morning. Hey, we are here on Orleans and Claiborne where we're telling you how high the water levels were. We'll take a look at how much the water has receded. Pretty much there's no water here at Orleans and Claiborne, so that's the good news here is the fact that, well, traffic has resumed back to normal. And right now we are busy at work, or I should say city crews of New Orleans, busy at work moving some of those barricades that they put up earlier when we saw that heavy rainfall. And as of right now, you can see putting those barricades up and packing up so that way traffic here in the Treme area can resume back to normal as quickly as possible. Now, to kind of paint a picture of what we've seen, we've been out here for about 2 hours or so from now, since about 10 o'clock this morning. And remember when I told you all at Claiborne and St. Peter about how high the water level was? You can actually see the water line here about how high the water level was. And luckily, because of the fact that these businesses are elevated, that's good news because it looks like, as based off the water line, the water did not get inside some of the buildings over here. But if you move a little bit down further, closer to Claiborne and St. Peter, you can kind of see that the water probably gotten inside this business here, considering that this business is a little bit lower. I think we learned from Erica Ferrando that this was considered an Airbnb. The owner seemed as if though he didn't want to talk at the time, but you can see the water line at least above the door entering the building there. So giving you a glimpse of traffic here on Claiborne and St. Peter. you can see traffic is moving steadily here, but because you have that barricade up, because of how high the water levels were to prevent cars from getting stalled, you can see that, well, at least water is now gone. Take a look at Claiborne St. Peter to our left, our camera, my photographer, Rick Nees-Campan. You can see the pumps are working, the water has receded. Just a little bit of some standing water, but for the most part, the road is clear, and as we make our way down to another street, I believe that's Lafitte and Claiborne, we can clearly see that the water has receded. Just a lot of debris left behind from Mother Nature as well as from that standing water over here. So we want to turn the camera the opposite way, going toward New Orleans East, Claiborne in the opposite way, whether we've seen some crews working, putting those barricades up. Remember earlier, we spoke to you all about an hour or so ago, and all of this was underwater, and you can see, once the truck moves out the way, but we can see that the traffic has resumed back to normal. People can get up on the interstate at I-10 interchange, and you can see, once we get past this truck, once again, that the roads are clear. So the water has receded here in the Treme area. That's good news for folks who live out here. So we're still monitoring the situation, but the good news is that the water has receded. Want our photographer to stop moving really quickly and want to show what could have been the situation right here. This is I believe, an area that got clogged up because of all the debris, all the leaves, sewage drainage that got clogged up because of all the debris and leaves. So that was probably causing a little bit delay with the water trying to drain here in the Treme area. So that could have been one reason why it took so long for the water to recede. So again, just monitoring the situation. Good news is, ladies and gentlemen, that the water has receded here at Orleans, Claiborne, and in the Treme community. So a lot of folks are trying to get back to normal. We have seen at least about a couple of workers on another street, I believe that's St. Anne and Orleans, moving some of the trash cans out of the middle of the street. So again, we're monitoring the situation, making sure everything's good to go. But as you can see, everything is somewhat back to normal. Ladies?
Duke, we really appreciate you hustling all around this morning. We hear you kind of out of breath there. You've been doing a fantastic job keeping us updated.
Yeah, you're doing a great job showing us really the changes over the past several hours, so we really appreciate you.
Thank you, ladies.
All right, guys. And let's get back over. David Hammer, we have him on the phone again with more. And David, we're seeing the water start to recede in most places, and you're actually live. It's not the case at I-610 in Franklin, but the water went down there pretty quick where you just rescued a woman just a few hours ago.
Yeah, Leslie, actually the water is completely gone here from the underpass at Canal Boulevard where the train tracks cross over Canal Boulevard. And so the pumps here that they've installed, I believe there are 12 or 13 of these underpass pumps that they installed after the last round of storms. I guess it was after Gustav and Ike in 2008. And they installed these pumps that were dedicated to the underpasses. That's in addition to the 99 pumps that we often hear about at the drainage pump stations. And here they have actual lights that warn you whether there's going to be high water, and the ones on the other side I definitely know were working this morning when the lady drove in, and so I'm not 100% sure that these lights were flashing, but if they were working like the ones on the other side of the train tracks, then they should have been flashing. And the lady told me she just didn't, she wasn't paying attention, she wasn't aware that there was high water, and she just drove right into it, and I saw that, and that's when I went out to try to help and get her out of the car. Now, the thing to point out about the pumps was that they were, on this side, there's actually a place where the water was coming out and flowing out from the street corner there, and then on the other side, there was water gushing out maybe 2 feet in the air from that pump area, and you can see that that cement has been redone in recent years because there were leaks constantly from those special underpass pumps that was causing worsening flooding here instead of alleviating it. And so at least for a little while here, for about an hour, it was flowing backwards or it was overflowing at those pumps. But then they eventually did the job. So here it's clear now, the car's been removed, and the lady was okay. She really barely got any water on her because a neighbor came by with her kayak, sent it out to me, and I was able to steer it over and get her into the kayak, and we lifted her out, and she really barely got wet. And she went into City Park Physical Therapy over here on the other side and was able to call her loved ones and get picked up.
Yeah, David, obviously it's our job to report on these things. You went beyond that. I'm so glad that you stepped in to help this woman this morning and that she's doing okay and that the water's down now.
Absolutely. It's something that you got to do as a citizen, even if you want to try to report. And I was lucky that Cherie Rose from City Park Physical Therapy was there to take my phone and film what was going on, so I was able to do both.
There you go. You traded places today. We appreciate you and her for documenting that for us.
All right, now let's go back to Megan Key, who is live. I'm not sure. She was in Gentilly, right?
Yeah, and I believe she's checking on some cars that got flooded. Hey, Megan.
Wow, there's water still high there, Megan.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, water is still high here in Gentilly. I'm here at Fillmore Ave and Elysian Fields Avenue as well. And as you can see, we are still seeing a flooded street here. Very high up. This is one of the issues we've been running into, people speeding through this area, pushing water into nearby businesses here in Gentilly and into homes, which is definitely a hassle for residents. Now I'm here with Hilbert Thomas, and he has been, I'm sorry, and he has been here for a few hours after his car got stalled in the water right here. Gilbert, talk to me a little bit about what happened.
I was on my way to work this morning. And I'm just keep going. I'm thinking it's gonna get better and better, but it got deeper and deeper. I couldn't bag back. I just got stuck right here. About to go down Litchfield on my way to work in the French Quarter. And I got stuck right here in the water, right? I see. The whole car just went off on me. I couldn't do nothing.
So this is your car right here that we're looking at?
Yeah, my car right here, the blue Solara right here. Got water all in it right now.
Are we able to take a look inside to see what the water looks like? Okay, watch your step.
Whoa.
It's a little, this is a little deep. This is pretty deep. It's a dip right here, and it almost gets to the top of my rain boots. I'm trying to watch where I'm going because I don't want to step into a ditch or anything like that. But you know, you can stay there if you want. But as you can see, taking another dip. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna stand right here. As you can see, this water it is still pretty high on the car, but it has receded quite a bit, so I can only imagine the amount of water that's inside the car. Taking a look right now, yeah, the bottom of the car does have water on it. I can even see some of the watermarks left behind from earlier this morning.
The police had to come rescue me this morning.
The police had to come rescue you?
The police had like a paddy wagon. They had about 10 or 5 of those on the back of the truck. Yeah, so you want to get drowned, you want to get out the truck. So I got out there, either you want to drown or get in the truck. So I got in the truck.
So Gilbert, show me how high this water was.
The water was at least, look, almost right here.
Show it for, show a little bit like outside the car so our viewers can see. How high was it?
The water was like right here, to the side, yeah, right here.
So were you driving and you just didn't realize how deep it was?
I know I see it was right there, it was dry, then it got more deeper right here. I was trying to get the Litchfield to go to work. I work in the French Quarter.
Yeah.
I was trying to go to work, and the time I got there, see, the next block dropped, so I'm going this way. I'm thinking it got worse out there. I didn't know it was gonna stall on me.
And right now you're waiting on a tow truck?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, you know, good luck, because this is a sticky situation, and it's clear that your car is stalled right now. I hope that everything works out for you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Gilbert. Thank you for talking with us. As you can see, this is still a very flooded area here in Gentilly. We just left from Canseco's Market, and we do know that employees there, they've been mopping up water all morning long because the water was a lot higher this morning, and when people were driving through, especially when they were speeding through this area, it was pushing the water into Canseco's Market and also pushing it into nearby residences, because I'm not sure if you can see, but this whole area is a neighborhood. We're in a neighborhood. There's homes here, and you know, this water is coming up on people's driveways and things. Not where you're looking at right now, but a little farther back, we could see a better picture. Now, this is something we're going to continue to follow, this flooding that we're continuing to see this morning. It does seem that this is receding a bit, but still a big issue here in Gentilly, so something we're definitely following. Reporting live in Gentilly, Megan Key, Eyewitness News.
And she mentioned it was higher than that. It's hard to believe that.
Sure, and we've been reporting on this now for people who are just kind of tuning in since before 9 o'clock this morning. Megan went around the city looking at several locations. I don't know if we still have her live with us. Megan? Oh, we're actually going to go to our Tan Trung now. Oh.
All right, and now Tan, before we get to him, did just show us a live water rescue, something I've never seen before. A gentleman in a truck tried to get through the underpass at I-610 in Franklin and got stuck. He was able to get out of the car window and somehow climb his way into the tailgate. He was standing on top of the toolbox. But unfortunately, Sheba, that was an incident that could have been avoided.
Yeah, he said that there were barricades up, and we've seen the Department of Public Works out putting those, I guess, as quickly as they could to try to keep people out of dangerous situations. He says he went past the barricade because someone told him that he could. We're not sure who that is or if that wasn't official. But let's get back over to Tan Trung, who I believe is still near 610 and Elysian Fields, where that car is still stalled. Hey, Tan.
Hey, Sheba. Hey, Leslie. Yeah, it's still stalled, and if you look closely, you can actually see the wiper still going. The car is still running at this point. And we spoke with the driver, James Powell. He's actually from Picayune in Mississippi, and he was trying to get back home. He said he was driving around the city, trying to get back to the interstate, back up to 610 and then over to 10 and head east home. But he came up in this area, and I do have to tell you that the barricade was up at this area, which is notorious for flooding for every rain event and any kind of flooding event that we have. 610, this area always floods. So there are actually 2 barricades here, so you have to make a concerted effort to drive around it. And you know, his truck is large, so he did make his way around the barricade. And we were just taking pictures of the flooding here, as we usually do in these events. And as we were doing so, we saw that the truck rolled up on us, and we didn't think that it was actually going to go in, and then it proceeded to go in, and you see the result here. But fortunately for Mr. Powell, EMS came here within probably 5 minutes after the car stalled and got stuck in the water. They pulled up a high water vehicle and then had a raft pulled up as well. Two people pulled that raft into the water here, which we estimate to probably be around 5 to 6 feet at its lowest and highest point right there, and its deepest point, underneath the overpass there. It's probably 6 to 5 feet. They paddled out there, pulled Mr. Powell to safety. He came back here, had a cigarette. We'd imagine he's probably going to have a few more cigarettes after the day he's having here. He's still here on the scene right now. We're not sure what his plans are. Obviously, his truck is still stuck here. I'm not sure if he's called a wrecker to pull it through, but as is usually the case when we have this situation for the flooding events in the past and some of these overpasses in some other parts of the city too, we usually see that the water has to drain first before they start removing vehicles, because you just don't want to risk putting another vehicle in the water trying to pull it out. So it might be a very long day for Mr. Powell. Unfortunately, he was trying to get home to Picayune, Mississippi. I don't think he's going to get there anytime soon, because as you can see right now, his truck is still stalled out in the water. The wipers are still going, the engine's still going. Going to be a very long day for him. We did see some significant flooding, and again, we don't want to say widespread flooding through the upper 9th Ward and the St. Roch area, but there was some scattered, relatively heavy street flooding, not to the point where the roads were impassable, but there was a good amount of flooding, and we were near the area, near North Claiborne Avenue and the 5th District police station, and there was some pretty heavy flooding there, but not to the point where it was getting into anybody's homes. We haven't seen that all day yet, but then again, we were kind of tethered here because after we saw the situation with Mr. Powell's truck, we just kind of had to see it through and make sure that he was going to get to safety. Reporting live from 610 in Franklin, Tan Trung, Eyewitness News.
All right, Tan, thank you so much, and whatever happened there, we're glad that the gentleman is safe now.
Now let's go back to Danny Monteverdi, who has been in Lakeview with us this morning. Danny?
Well, Leslie, we're actually in Gentilly right now. We're at Fillmore and Chamberlain Drive, and let's take a look at Chamberlain right now. You can see just really right now from our vantage point, as far as you can see, there is water in the street. It does not appear to be receding, at least from what we can see at this point. But as we continue to walk on Fillmore and take a look down Chamberlain Drive in Gentilly, you can see there, and I'm not sure what the camera sees right now, but there's actually a little boy out in the water playing, and it looks to be about knee deep on him, and he's just off of the curb, it looks like. But let's swing around and take a look at the other side of Fillmore right now. Again, as I said, it appears, at least from this vantage point, that water is some good news. We'll take a look at this catch basin right here. And there is movement, and we've been out here maybe about 20-25 minutes so far, and you can actually see there is water draining. That's a good thing, but it is slow, which is not necessarily a good thing. And you can actually see down the way the water is kind of, and the lid of it was actually under a few inches of water when we got here. And now you can see the lid of the catch basin is visible. You see that water starting to drain down, which is good. But again, from this one point where we are right now, I don't want to say it's the only drain that's working, but it's the only drain I see at the moment that is working, at least for this stretch. But let's take another look down Chamberlain Drive, looking toward the river, and you can see the water down there is still standing. Appears to be relatively deep. In the distance, there's a little white car, and from where we're standing right now, it looks like that water is, I think it's probably safe to say that water is up to the doors of that car. So again, you've throughout the morning, if you've been following us, we were in Lakeview, where the good news for that neighborhood, it didn't appear to be much street flooding beyond a few spots here and there, but nothing like we saw back in 2017 when all of Harrison Avenue, lots of Canal Boulevard, the big thoroughfares, and the smaller streets inside the neighborhood were flooding. None of that today in Lakeview. As we tried to make our way into Gentilly, that's where we began to hit some water in the streets. And again, you're seeing here in Gentilly and Fillmore, water in some of the neighborhood streets. But again, the good news is it appears some of these drains do appear to be flowing now. Back to you guys.
All right, Danny, thank you so much for that report from Lakeview. And guys, we are going to take a quick break, but we do have our noon show in just a second.
Yeah, that's right. And we are going to continue our coverage at noon. We're going to hit all those other spots that we've seen throughout the morning. Of course, Gentilly is the hardest hit, and we've seen some water rescues. We're going to recap all that for you coming up at noon, and we're going to have more on the forecast as well. It seems like the worst of it is out of the area.
That is the good thing. Water's still high, but the rain is over. All right, we'll see you guys at noon.
Paid advertisement for legal services by KRW.